Hey. Nice to meet you. I said nice to meet you as well. Hello, Faust. Yeah, I saw that bot coming from a mile away. I was like, ooh, I wonder if the bot's gonna get banned. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. But hi, thank you, you two, so much for joining today. Yeah, a lot has happened this week for us VTubers, but we're all here to do to raise money for an incredible cause. So, hello, my VTuber, come on in. Okay, so, we're gonna try to do stream together. You don't have to turn on your virtual cams or anything. We're just gonna use the share chat if you don't want to, because, yeah. No, you're fine. Okay, so I'll send the okay, I sent the invites. Yeah. Yeah, the stream together is like a new feature. What was it, 2 years ago, where it makes like collabing a lot easier. So you know how we VTubers use Fugies in the past? Well, this one allows us to use not only shared chat with another streamer that we're collabing with, but you could also turn on your virtual cam and feature your VTuber model on somebody else's stream, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, oh no, you're totally fine. You are absolutely fine. You are absolutely fine. Um, no, no, you are absolutely fine. You're absolutely fine. It's okay because we can just use um the in-game lobby. So let me start up Firefox. Firefox. Let me start up Phasmo. Let me start a Phasmophobia. We're gonna use proximity chat in game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so and then for everybody who's watching this right now, this is only gonna be like gonna be for like an hour. And then Foss will be doing their thing afterwards, and Possessed Ruby will be doing something afterwards as well, and I will be doing something else afterwards. So basically this whole weekend is gonna be very busy. Um let me see. Not a problem.
Without collars. You have to be careful, sweetie. Dogs without collar really can get you into trouble, sweetie.
Yes, they open the feature outside of only Chrome users.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
check.
yeah, it's really okay. So I'm just gonna end stream together so that way. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna send the lobby. I'm gonna create the lobby and then I'm gonna send the code.
Yeah, I need to turn the music off.
And
Whoopsie.
then I will be using NA for the server for
Okay.
yeah, so it would be
Okay, now I need to put the thing here real quick. Yeah. Like this should be working. Mm-hmm. All right. Nice.
okay, and then
Good. I'm on my professional mic for the in-game audio.
Get the other kitties followed and tapped. That's so sweet of you, Bapples, you cutie. My goodness. Okay, this and this. Okay, very good. Okay, where did you send the invite? Here. Okay, here. Very good, very good. Let's see. Here. Oh. Okay, this.
Hello, the Alaskan Babble. How are you doing? Thank you for the follow.
Okay, this is a. Okay. Yeah, this is
okay,
good.
cool.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm not lagging.
And
But
can you hear me,
fuck, I don't have
Faust?
Phasmophobia over here as well. Let me put it real quick. I need to turn it on.
Okay.
All right. And turn this one off. All right. Okay, this could be a tiny issue though. Let's see, where's the thing over here? Wait. Hold on. I need to check something. Oh. Hold on. Are you... Hold on. Okay, this could be a problem actually. Yeah, this could be a problem. Huh?
Do you need help?
Everything okay?
Yeah, is everything good?
Well, let's say that I may be on a bit of trouble though. Cause one moment. Okay, here and now here like this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I was panicking for a moment. I thought I couldn't join because I was from a EU, but everything alright. Yeah, Faust. Yeah, give me a moment as well. I need to do something real quick. Nothing crazy.
What's happening?
Yeah, I didn't follow you, Faust. Okay, let's see.
Oh, yeah, thank you for the follow. Follow back.
Alrighty.
You know what? I didn't follow you, Faust. Okay, I gotta
Appreciate
follow
as
you.
well, sweetie. Let's see. Okay, everything seems to be in order over here. Let me put my model here. I don't have the Fujis here, but well, maybe I can make it though. Real quick. Okay, so in game chat, correct?
Yes.
All right, so I'm mute over here. I'm deafen over here, right?
No.
Then
There you go. Now you're muted. Can you two hear me?
Oh, what's my default setting? Yeah, I put it on. Okay.
Okay, so let me turn up the volume. Okay.
All right, there we go.
Okay, cool. Is everyone good to go?
Ruby, you good?
I believe. Hey, let me see. Oh, thank you for the follow. Okay, cool. So we're just waiting for. Oh, boss, you need to ready up.
Oh, yeah, that would probably be helpful. My apologies.
Yeah, no, you're fine. No, the game doesn't do like an automatic start thing, which is so weird that they still don't do that. Oh, Ruby left.
Oh, okay, I gotta change my game again.
Is that
Yeah, I see that. I forgot to change it again. There we go. Phasmophobia. There we go.
is everything good, Ruby?
Yeah, I just got timed out. I got timed out. I got kicked out of the game for practically being AFK, practically.
No, you're fine. You're fine. All right, so let's ready up
Don't
and
worry, I panic. I panic.
begin. No, you're fine. You are absolutely fine. Boop.
All right.
I'm saying it because I don't have the most trust on my internet and stuff. So that's why I panicked. All right, let's see. By the way, I had tier 3 items for the next time. Next time, I would like to help, with my part.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
And thank you for the offer.
I think it's important, we get a good experience here.
All right, so boop, boop. Yeah, 1v2. I really wish they did that one day. Oh, I already have one.
I have found the Ouija board.
I see. I'm still trying to find the ghost room around here. Doesn't seem to be the kitchen nor the living room. It's dropping though. No, it's not dropping.
It's in the kitchen.
Really? But
Yeah.
I'm in the kitchen and
No, the Ouija board tells you where the ghost is at when you ask it.
okay, no, don't worry then. Okay, then you use the Ouija board. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they change that.
Don't forget to take a sanity pill just in case. I don't want this thing to hunt.
Oh wow, that hit my sanity a little bad.
Yeah, when you use the Ouija board, the sanity drops dramatically.
Yeah.
It's nice little tool, but
You capture a photo, the female reader, photo of a ghost, and sanity below.
okay.
And
The ghost's name is Judy Brooks. Responds to people who are alone.
La, 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 la. This ghost seems to be very inactive.
Wrote in the book.
Oh.
What? I wrote in the book.
Okay.
Ghost writing, got it.
Cool. Man. Okay, turn on the lights so we can have. Then. Oh, I didn't do the photo? Okay. Okay.
Alright, let's see.
Fingerprints.
Finger,
Yeah, on the power
you
box.
mean UV?
Yeah, UV.
Oh, really? Where?
Over here. On the power box.
Okay, never mind, you got it. Never mind.
Okay, let me get out of here. So that way. Okay, it could be a poltergeist, it could be a demon, it could be an EMF, but it won't be dots. So the choices we have are EMF 5, freezing temps, and spirit box. EMF is going off though. EMF is going off, but yeah, I hope they change that though. But is it true temps though? Wait. What's that they've recorded? It started writing? Oh. Absolute 0. Oh, what the heck?
We basically have. All photos are done though.
Oh. Okay. Hey.
Homie, your sanity is at 0. I would recommend you take a couple of sanity pills. Because, well, yeah, you're at 0, homie. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Well, hopefully he doesn't go for your ass, homie. Be careful. Oh my god. I lied. I'm afraid of ghost. I'm afraid of ghost.
took out one of the crucifixes. Oh no. Leaving.
Yeah, they tried to hunt the ghost, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
I managed to record the crucifix burning though, so that's another one.
Cool. Alright, so we just need an EMF 5, freezing temps, or spirit box.
Okay, so we need two more recordings and 3 videos. And getting the sanity very below, though. And getting the photo of a ghost. I recommend grabbing the sticks, though. And one of the things, because, well... I'll go first. I have the crucifix.
The temperature doesn't seem to be dropping though. It's almost at 0 though.
I wonder if it is spirit box and we just can't really get a good signal. Because sometimes I usually never get a good spirit box reading.
By the way, where are you?
Same.
Zero?
Same. Spirit box is a bit tricky. Uh-oh, that's a hunt. That's the one thing that Phasmo has yet to fix, is that some of the evidence doesn't want to work correctly.
Yeah.
It's very weird that they still have yet to fix that. I mean, they're supposed to overhaul it at some point, but...
The motherfucker hunted. I shit my pants.
Yeah, we saw, right?
Yeah, we saw that from here. Good job. Good job, though. Good job. I gotta go in there.
I didn't smoke it, though. It could hunt. I didn't smoke it.
Judy Brooks, where are you? 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 Hello? Show yourself. How old are you? How old are you? Speak to me. Are you a bitch, Judy Brooks? Judy? Judy? Judy, where are you? Where are you? Arise, Judy Brooks. Arise! Well, fuck you.
You should get one of these sticks before the ghost hunts, though, homie.
Yeah, the spirit box wasn't working. If somebody else wants to give
No,
it.
Let me try.
Yeah, give it a try. The ghost responds to people who are alone.
But not in the same room. I mean, as long as we're not in the same room.
I think
Here, though.
I think
The lights here are
they
broken.
I think they made it to where
Let me see. Yeah, the breaker.
oh,
The
same.
breaker is working. Turn on the lights though. We already have enough photos though, so I would not recommend doing that though.
Let me see here. So it's either well, it throws, so it could be a poltergeist, but then it could also be. Oh. Oh no, False is dead. Oh no.
Nope, he did. He got caught by the ghost, the fella. I managed to hide, but he, couldn't make it. Well, what do? We go back in though?
I'm going back in for the body.
No, wait, we don't have already a photo though. Video works?
No, you can still
have enough photos.
No, you can still take a photo for the dead body and get credit.
No.
Where did you die? Oh, bone. Bone. Did you die in the basement? Oh, you did die in the basement. There you go. Huh. Wait.
I think he came over here.
Is this...
I would
Well,
recommend being...
the ghost is throwing a lot of stuff, so it could be a poltergeist.
Honestly, yeah.
Could be a Well,
Like,
this...
it really has been showing a lot of stuff around. What is the evidence for poltergeist again? Because we only have ghost writing. Poltergeist, yes. No ghost orb. Spirit box. No dots.
Yeah.
UV. Oh, you put UV,
Yes.
right?
Yes, we have UV and ghost writing, so we only have EMF level 5 and freezing temps and spirit box.
Well, the freezing temps I don't think it is.
Yeah, the freezing...
Hopefully the ghost doesn't hunt, but I can get away.
Yeah, the
I
freeze...
have enough courage to run.
Oh, you survived. Well, I think I'm gonna call out poltergeist. Honestly, I don't think I can go in again like that. You don't have enough crucifix though. Me? Am I lagging? No, I'm not. Ready? Sorry. And then we go poltergeist then. That's fast. I cannot hear you though. I cannot hear you though.
Oh.
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, now
I
it's...
can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. I was muted.
Mm-hmm.
No, so, it's poltergeist. So...
Pretty sure, honestly.
Yes.
The signs are there.
Alright, cool.
I don't think we can get perfect game though.
No, it's fine.
The motherfucker... I can only get away from so many chases before dying.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. We still get credit. We still get credit for it. Even if we get it wrong, we still get credit and insurance.
Welcome back.
What?
It's a demon. Holy.
Demon?
Holy sh...
I was very convinced it was a poltergeist. It threw a lot of shit around. Well,
Yeah, no, I was watching it hunt and it was throwing stuff as it was walking.
No, we got
Wait, what was
bad
the
news.
evidence for a demon?
Can you
ghost rating freezing? Okay.
Yeah, freezing. I couldn't check it because,
Never-
well, you know. By the way, can you leave the spaces out? So because I have tier 3, so it would be more easier
Oh.
if I can.
Oh, if you have
I
tier
can figure
3,
it
let
out.
me reset the thing then. Okay.
Yeah, yes, of course. Then just let me, put the tier 3 and stuff over here. Not everything is on tier 3 though. I have tier 2 crucifix and stuff, but I think it will. And the incense as well. Though.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll help. I have 35,000 money over here. Like a lot. I can use a lot.
Okay.
Let's see, sound sensor, 2 of them is okay. Sanity medication, I'll get it next level 3 at the next level. Photo camera, yeah. Motion sensor.
I don't think I've added it.
Like this, yeah. No, and now, okay, that should be okay. But I also need to real quick, put the. Actually, I'll do it later. I can do it manually later. But wait a second. Oh, okay, so that's how it goes. Yeah, give me a moment. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
Like,
You're fine. Take your time.
I'm organizing everything over here to make it automatic, so we don't lose much time, doing it manually.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Okay, nice here.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine, Alaska Bee Apple. When it comes to like when it comes to Phasmo, the back seating for me anyways gets I can lax it just a little bit, but just don't like constantly spam it, just offer like an insight or two and let me and the other people figure out what the ghost is. But welcome on in, Alaskan Bee Apple. Happy Saturday. All right, cool. Are we ready to go?
Yep, we have tier 3 and tier 2 items ready over here for us to use.
Okay, cool. So we're just waiting for boss.
All right.
Yep.
Oh no, you're fine.
Ready.
You're fine. Yeah, that's the one thing. Oh wow.
It's snowing.
Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
Okay, George Brown responds to people who are alone.
That's right. Yep.
Okay. EMF, flashlight, key. Alright, let's go.
Alright, we have high tier equipment. Let's go. Ah, fuck, why this? It's snowing though. That's the annoying thing. We need to get the breaker on.
Yeah, it's snowing right now. So we need.
The wrong flashlight.
Yep, we need to find true.
Yep, he's here.
Alright, turn on the lights
You already
because
found
we
the
don't
ghost
want the
location?
sanity to drop.
So quickly with the light.
to turn the lights because we don't want the sanity to, to drop so quickly.
Hmm.
No mirror though, here though. Nah, we have a summoning circle instead.
Oof. Okay. Nothing on the EMF reader.
I think I found the ghost room. It's here in the living room. In the living room.
1.8 over here. 2.4.
Hmm.
Did you close the door though? That scared
Yes,
me.
I did.
Oh.
Alright, and to see if this guy has dots.
We got UV. I need someone with the camera.
UV in the living room?
Yep, right where I'm pointing.
Do you
Ooh.
two have the EMF readers right now?
Yeah, the EMF reader's in here. Let me get the camera. Yeah, the EMFs are here. Okay.
It's UV by the way as well.
I have a sound recorder. The ghost is watching us.
This thing will talk though. The ghost is right on in top of me though. The motion sensor tells it all. Okay, I'll go for the soul real quick.
Oh damn. Okay.
EMF level 3. I see a ghost orb in there. Dots went off. Maybe tell off. Welcome on in.
Anyways, it's a banshee.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have
I managed
everything.
to
Now
get-
it's just 2 missions.
Well, that was easy.
What thing? Yeah, I managed to get the ghost photo, and well, we don't have any objective though. Let's see.
Where's a cigarette lighter?
Just normal sounds with a sound recorder.
Okay, where's the?
Someone wants to have fun and take a camera with me. We can go light the company.
Ah, we got dots. I didn't saw them.
Oh yeah, no. Right before it did the ghost event, I saw dots come up.
Really?
Okay. That was easy. So let me.
I'm a pussy. You should have. I already told you. I warned you. Even though I'm a bit experienced, I'm still a
Well, it's
pussy.
funny.
Thank you. Well, yeah, that's the point, sweetie. I'm gonna bring more salt though. We're gonna need to for fingerprints for the photos.
You're doing good there, Foss.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I just died a little earlier. It's fine. Ooh.
I think.
Hello there, ghost.
Uh,
I think it likes you.
I'm a regular customer. Huh?
Don't just talking to my chat. Don't worry about it.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh. And my stuff isn't being offered, so. Oh wait, hold on. Do you have the photo camera?
I do not actually.
Yeah.
I brought incense with me.
Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna get. Oh, there's a bone. There's a bone right here by the stairs. Okay, let me.
I'm trying to get, fingerprints for the photo. Come on, ghost. Get over here.
Boy.
Boy. All right. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, sure. So I just hit E on all the candles.
Yes, all of them, and then be prepared to run.
not a mimic though.
It is not.
Oh no, F. F, sorry. F.
It turned off the breaker.
Why is it not working? Come on, light.
One more.
Light.
One moment. Okay, yeah. Oh. It's hunting.
Oh!
Yeah, we activated the summoning circle.
Oh no, so that's why. Well, Faust unfortunately died. Why did you activate it though?
For the sanity.
Ah, okay, no, okay, then never mind. Now that makes
Yeah.
sense. Unfortunately, that didn't pay off. You should have brought the. Ah, no, you did, but then yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Nah.
We still need a recording and oh, that's another something though.
Hmm.
The thing is, it penalizes a lot when you die. That's the thing.
It's alright.
I mean, it's not the worst in the world, but you know. Also, yeah, we need to repel it. You want to go back to get Frost back, or do we continue?
I think that we have enough already, so we can just go to the. We could probably do one more before I have to switch over.
Ah, no, you're right. This is almost 1 hour or 1 hour
Yeah.
away. Okay, look. This is gonna be a mimic, and it's gonna be funny. Imagine this is a mimic. I will fucking, I'm fucking funny.
Welcome back.
Okay, good. It was a banshee.
Yeah, the banshee didn't even wait for you to even try to get up the stairs.
Yeah, no.
It literally it just teleported right in front of you.
No, it said, nah, you don't live.
Yeah, you don't get to live. All right, we'll do one more back at Tanglewood, and then yeah. One more.
Tier 3 Firelight and Tier 3 Sanitation medication. So I'm gonna
Okay.
get those. Let's see. Yeah. And yeah. Alright.
The Tangle.
Well, what was that? Sorry, Faust, you cut off.
Hmm?
Oh, I said to
Cut off.
Tanglewood we go.
Yeah, Tanglewood we
Yeah,
go.
We always they're all reliable. Tanglewood.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Carla Barton responds to everybody.
Okay. Let's see.
So if that's the case.
It's super foggy. Entities in the basement. God damn it.
Where are you? Oh, where are you?
Oh, he got a.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Where are you? Goodbye. Yeah. Utility room. Yeah, EMF 5. I think EMF 5.
And where is the ghost though?
Utility room.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's in the utility room.
Do something interesting, cowardly ghost.
Hmm.
What is dots? God.
The dots are right here.
Okay.
Well, I got the recording.
Oh, oh, actually. Hmm. Okay. All right.
It's through the camera, or right there.
Carla Barton, where are you? Carla Barton, where are
I
you?
just heard something from the. I swear to God,
You
I
need
just.
you need to turn on the lights, though.
Carla Barton, where are you? Carla Barton, where are you?
You need to collect it.
Book's gone.
Okay, this will work.
Carla Barton, where are you? Show yourself, Carla Barton. Yep, that's a 5. That's an EMF 5.
Wow, it sounds
Yeah.
like there's a lot going on over there.
Yeah, there is a lot of activity here.
Carla Barton, where are you? Write in this book. Write in this book.
Okay, I got
Not
three.
up
I
this
got two.
stupid hierarchy.
37 Fahrenheit.
Is it? I cannot interact with anything. What the hell?
Write in this book.
Oh, I'm stupid. That's why.
Where are you?
It's UV.
I got UV on the door. Oh, we have UV? Jean, oh no. Yeah. We might have a Gorgio though. We might have a Gorgio.
All right, let's see. All right. All right. It's down to the wire now. Oh.
We have a one for EMF for the one sound.
Okay. All right. Okay, it is noon. All right. So objects thrown. Bone fingerprints. It's probably gonna have to be.
Oh, it's dots.
Yeah, it's a Goryo.
Yeah, it's a Goryo.
Yeah, it's a Goryo.
I see, it's a Gorgio.
All right.
Well, we can get some stuff, some more stuff though. I'm trying to get some more over here.
Okay, I gotta. Okay, let me disconnect from the call. Then let me join the other call.
I may put it in my stream.
Oh, also, if you need to, Fuka, you can flip Fuji text. I don't know if you do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I just
Which
had
so far
to-
everything's fitting just fine.
Oh, good to know.
still
That
need
was
to
something I didn't
grab-
know either.
Right click.
Yeah,
Right click, transform, flip horizontal.
still need to grab.
Okay.
Like right click on
phone.
Howdy,
the
y'all.
Fuji
I
text
will
on the
be with
OBS,
y'all in a bit.
like on the OBS, not the source. I did probably. I do on the.
Copy.
Space.
Paste.
Looking
Now
good
that
on
we
you.
have all our evidence and stuff, can I do something really funny to end this this last hunt off?
Take me back
What
to the
do
app.
you have in mind?
Take
Okay.
me.
Just make sure everyone's. I'm not in the house though.
Or nah. Good.
What are you doing?
But
Water's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And
Okay, I need to put this
I see
here.
in the basement, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. I see in the basement.
Noodle just has so much to say today.
Do it for the content. Do it for the
So about
content,
what?
right? I mean, I don't mind, but
What
let's
are you
finish.
mad
What I
about?
would like to finish
Now he's back. Now he's back
Woo.
talking me. Bullshit.
He's angered.
Sound recording that.
He is.
Oh no.
Well, not it's a
Okay.
duplicate, so
Hey, I say
we
he's
can
a
get rid of
wizard.
that as
He's
well.
not
my mouse's alt tag.
As well.
All right, I'm done with that.
Put that there.
Already.
What are we missing?
We're missing like
Butts.
one. Oh, they'll be joining shortly. Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, no.
No,
They're there.
I'm already here. I'm just finishing up a match.
Hello. I was like, oh okay.
Oh, there they are.
Ah, Nix.
Oh my god.
Hello.
I had one there.
Welcome.
I'll add him.
Hello.
Hello
Just
there.
trying to fix my
Hi, guys.
scene with my chat box.
Hey,
My chat is giving me trouble.
Ian. Wow.
It's the
what
only
heck?
thing.
I think we can understand.
I need to full
I think
screen this.
they are
Oh
gonna
my
leave.
god.
They have to leave soon enough.
Yeah.
Oh no,
That's
it
the thing.
moved me.
Also,
I
Puppy,
Yeah.
turn on the
if
buttons.
Okay.
you do want shared chat but can't get to freaking cooperate, I can try from mine.
Unfortunately, I don't think we can do it.
Yeah, it's not working for me. I've been trying to work on it, so.
I have to go to the place.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
wrap
Work for
No,
two
no,
of
no,
us,
you're
in my
fine.
group,
You're fine.
and
You're
it's
fine.
Nice.
It
But no,
just is.
seriously, even though this is like a one
literally
like
don't
a
know
quick
what
a
the
quickie, it was so much fun playing with you too.
Yeah, sure.
Mm.
No, it was super fun.
Swear to God.
Yeah, but
I'm so he
yeah,
made it
no,
funny.
I agree. Yeah, no, this was yeah. This is a busy week.
Today.
Does. No, please.
He's got opinions.
Opinion. Alright. Waiting for hosts.
Oh, it was a Gorio. Good job.
Wait, I'm the host. The fuck? Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Wait, I was like, wait.
All right. So.
No.
Ooh.
What?
Okay.
What is going on?
All right.
All right, I am about to bring us in live.
Okay, so
Okay.
thank you, you two,
I
for
already
playing
hit
with
the
me.
live
I
button,
appreciate
I just have
it.
everything muted.
Nice, nice.
Thanks for the
Just
game.
a moment ago, just
That was super fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You two have so much fun this weekend with your events and continue to raise charity for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Yeah, no, I plan on it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. See ya, everybody.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, see ya, see ya, see ya. Boop.
why hello there.
Hi.
Hello.
I say as I still add 2 people.
Yes,
Oh, yes,
perfectly fine.
I'm almost ready to go live on my end.
I'm
so
We
professional,
got
I
Scuff
swear.
a little
here.
behind, but it's
Oh
fine.
no,
I
we
am still live.
no,
So we
we
heard everything.
we absolutely love this
Perfect.
scuff.
Perfect. All right, so everybody out there in streaming land, I want you to know, welcome. So this is our disability roundtable, which we are hosting for the Mighty Mouse charity event. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be able to get together with some amazing VTubers, and we're gonna have a really good conversation today. We're gonna talk about some difficult topics. I think we're going to talk about some things that are very important to me personally, and I know that they're probably important to all of us. Whoa! We got a new something that just happened.
That was me, sorry.
Okay, it's okay. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. There's so much going on right now.
Oh, hey, I got in the shared chat somehow.
Yay!
Oh,
Chat started.
Oh,
Okay.
What?
Yay.
I
Be
don't know.
good.
Can I get it? Wait, am I in the shared chat?
I'm going to send a knock to you guys, to one of you guys. Which one of you is currently live?
Go
Yeah,
to
can I get a
Puppy's channel.
yes? Can I get a knock, please, so that way?
Hold
Puppy
on.
Sensei, right?
Yeah.
It might work better if you just went to
Accept.
their channel
There we go.
and.
There we go.
Okay.
As you can tell, we're professionals.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we most certainly are.
Okay, cool. Thank you to Witch Hazel for testing out my chat to make sure that it's actually going off on my end. Fantastic. Okay, we love this. We love the
Yay.
scuff.
Yay. I'm here for the
Professional
stuff.
Sentai fan, amateur streamer.
Me, I am such a professional, I'm not even logged into Twitch.
What do you mean? We love. Yeah, did you know, chat, that you need to log into Twitch to stream? What?
What?
See, the irony is I'm live, but I'm still not logged in.
As you can see, a bit
Jesus.
of us are neurodivergent. Some of us have the HD, some of us have the TISM.
Yes.
Some of us have
2
both.
years since the diagnosis. Hi.
Some of us might have both, but might not be diagnosed yet.
Yeah.
I may be the only one who doesn't, actually, but you know that's fine. I'm used to hanging out with people that do. My older sibling does. So.
Also, can I say I love everybody's models? I just want to point that out.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
My freaking pill bottle is stuck under my wheelchair.
Thank you.
Wait,
Oh,
ah, hello.
That chicken's shit
Well,
strong.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for joining the Health Stage Covenant, my
Hi, hi. I'm the host of the Afterlife nightclub. Hi.
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay.
I should probably put name tags on you guys.
So we'll have to team up together. Maybe we can do a collab or something in hell.
Yes, you know where to find me, sweetie. You need to know where to find me.
I'll be honest. Also, I've never hosted anything before, so I'm
This-
not entirely know what I'm doing.
This is my first panel discussion as a content creator.
Amazing.
Same.
Same.
Okay, I think I finally got my chat sorted. I won't have
Nice.
any of my alerts though.
I've only been streaming since March, so I've not done much.
I've been streaming for 4 years.
This is the first time I'm. Oh, sorry. This is the first time I'm actually on a panel, but I've been streaming for like I think 1 or 2.5 years.
Do I hit the knock button?
Oh, I started in
You should, yeah.
2023 on the 27th. On the 27th of December. On 27th of, was it 27th or the 28th of December 2023? That's when I started.
March
Mm.
1st
Oh,
of
wow.
this year was my start date.
I started 1 year after the pandemic year. A.
Yeah, I had life stuff that kept me from. I wanted to be a VTuber since 2018. My first
Wow.
but because Iron Mouth became my idol then because I was already chronically ill, like in pain. I admire her so much, you know.
Yeah.
And because like she could have easily became bitter because of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I admired her for that a lot. But like then, the friend group I was in, quote unquote friends, like laughed was like, VTuber, ha ha ha. And then both my spouses. And so like after the breakup in August, I was like, YOLO. Christmas money, I I commissioned my model. March end of February it got delivered. March streaming. And here I am now started with 86 people after being a fleshy tuber for like a month and a half 5 years ago to 444.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why don't we just to kind of like do the moderator thing? Why don't we actually go around and talk about who we are and what we do?
That sounds really good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can start us off. I am Puppy Sensei. I am your puppy girl Japanese teacher VTuber. I make Japanese language content to help you level up your Japanese abilities. I have actually been streaming for about a year this month. I started July 7th of last year. Kind of fell backward into this whole world and don't really know what I'm doing. So congratulations, we're scuff around here. But that's me. Who wants to go next?
I can go next. Greetings, Afterlifers. I'm your devilish tiefling host of the Afterlife nightclub, Nyx Vale, an autistic non-binary pan VTuber. I do horror variety. I also use my channel platform to advocate for neurodiversity, mental health, queer folk, and other inclusive marginalized folk.
Nice.
I can go. Yes.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Kit Cryptic. I go by Cryptic. I am a witch turned one of the lead demons in hell. Just a little bit of working my way to the top. I am a variety streamer. I am pro LGBTQIA, considering that I am agender and panromantic. So I do everything from all variety of games to you know, I'm gonna start making YouTube content, and I am also an aspiring musician as well.
Ooh.
And I also use my platform to advocate for the understanding of how chronic pain affects people and sort of how unfair things can be for people with chronic pain and disability, as well as the big part is I'm very open about my dissociative identity disorder on stream, and I majorly advocate for the and understanding of that, and even some of my alters, I call them my headmates, even stream on
Mhm.
my channel. So
That's amazing. I love that.
My turn now, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm not nearly as put together as the rest of these people. I'm actually in awe.
Ah.
I am Puka. I'm a cosmic cryptid. I just kind of found my way here. I came to Earth to learn things and to meet people, and I started streaming for the same reason. I usually just stream games to have fun. I've never really done anything like this before, so I'm extremely nervous.
Oh,
Uh, but I've been trying to kind of cultivate a safe space for talking about identity and disability, mental health, sexuality, gender identity, things like that in my stream environment. I am extremely open-minded with my viewers and allow them to talk about whatever they feel like whatever they feel comfortable talking about in my chat, as long as it's not offensive or they're not disrespecting each other. um I have been a soldier, I have been a retail worker, I have been a entertainer at the Renaissance festivals in
wow.
multiple states. I have met so many interesting people and done so many interesting things. So I love to tell stories on my platform about those things. I try to be as open as I can while I'm streaming about my own disabilities. I have genetic disorders, EDS and POTS, which are both nervous and vascular disorders, as well as hypermobile disorders. They affect my digestive system, they affect my heart, they affect my brain, they affect my physical abilities as far as mobility and dexterity goes. I also have been diagnosed with CPTSD. For those who don't know, that stands for complex post traumatic stress disorder, which, as opposed to being caused by a singular traumatic event or multiple individual traumatic events, it's caused by repeated traumatic experiences such as physical abuse and mental abuse. So a lot of people have it and don't know, and it causes a lot of the same symptoms mentally as some neurodivergent disorders such as autism and ADHD. And I have been misdiagnosed in the past with those. So getting that diagnosis really kind of opened my eyes a little bit to what my actual problems were, and it has helped me to figure out how to handle those better. So I'm definitely excited to help share my knowledge with people. I've done a lot of my own research to handle my symptoms because unfortunately the American medical system has kind of failed me on those parts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to share what I know. So that's me.
Thank you. Thank you.
good job. Also, thank you for your
Thank you.
service.
Oh, you don't have to thank me for my service. I didn't
Well,
get to do much.
I don't care. I want to. Anything.
Okay. Well, thank you anyway.
Yeah.
Um, it's always a little awkward for me because I was technically in the military for a year and a half, but
Mhm.
because that was when my disabilities first
Yeah.
started to act up, I didn't get to do very much
You
before I was discharged. So
you tried, and the thought
I did try.
that
Yes, that is true.
that is one thing.
So now what?
We have two more left to introduce, I think, right?
Um,
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Vapor, do I go first or you go first?
I guess I'll go.
Vapor?
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
oh boy. So my username is VaporstarForex4. I just go by Vapor. I have hypothyroid caused by Hashimoto's disease, and I
Wait, they
have
can't hear anything?
Achilles. Huh?
Oh, my audience couldn't hear anything. I seem to have switched
Yeah.
off the microphone for the Discord.
Oh no.
Oh no!
That's the
Can I
worst.
see?
Yeah, this is gonna be scuffed. This is gonna be great.
Yay.
No,
We love
like I
stuff
said,
around here.
we're professionals.
Professional scuffers. Zentrea would be so
Profession-
Yes.
We're
Zen-
professionals.
Zentrea would be so
Okay.
proud of all of us.
I mean, she's
Okay.
my Kamiyoshi, so.
Yay.
All right, continue.
Yeah, so I got diagnosed with hypothyroid when I was about 9 or 10 years old, but I only found out that it was due to Hashimoto's disease last year.
Wow.
And despite like 15 years being on observation, I'm still only on observation, which is always fun. But aside from that, I have a lot of leg issues as well. I also got diagnosed with Achilles tendonitis at about around the same time, 9 or 10. And about, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, my knees started to hurt a lot. And last year specifically, I went on a class graduation trip, and and it resulted in the biggest health scare I think I've ever had in my life.
No.
My knees and ankles were extremely swollen and just like hurt every day. I had to like emergency get a cane, so I have a cane now. It's very cool.
Oh, wow.
And when I returned from the trip, I was like, okay, well, you know, I finished up my degree. I did my first 3-day convention. I went on a trip. Everything's gonna be cool. I'm gonna come back to streaming. It's been like half a year. It's now been a year and a half. And it took like I think 5 days after the trip ended for the swelling to go down in my legs.
Wow.
Um,
God.
so
terrible.
yeah, with my ankles it made sense because of the Achilles tendonitis, but when I figured out I had Hashimoto's disease, they also told me that it's the muscles in my legs are very weak.
Mm.
Which is why it's putting more pressure on my knees. And that was kind of the time when I really decided to like look more into it, because you know when you're a kid and they say, oh, you have something, we have to like keep an eye on it, you're like, oh, okay, whatever. And then you become an adult and it's like, oh, I need to know like how that kind of screws me over.
Yeah.
And turns out that hypothyroid causes a lot more than just weight gain than I thought.
Yep.
Yeah, it causes a lot of muscle issues, which would also explain why my shoulder acts up a lot as well. So, and then yeah, aside from the physical stuff, I also have dyslexia. So that's made, you know, that made learning really hard. And I have social anxiety, which is why this is very nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And it's very highly likely that I have ADHD. I just haven't been diagnosed yet. So I'm, I gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
But we're going on beside that.
Very valid.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I suppose it's my turn now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right then. Hello, my name is NKY Fong, though people might call me Nikki or NK. I was in my past and some stuff I remember myself. When I was young, I had sensory processing disorder. I might have had oh yes, I did have ADHD back then as well. I was diagnosed from a young age, but well, more specifically, the doctor essentially told my mom he definitely has it, but if he gets it officially diagnosed, then apparently insurance companies can use that as a way to deny my claims, so I never got the official diagnosis. But I got the treatment instead. So the sensory processing disorder made me very weird. Like, I would lick concrete walls. I would put like metal balls into my mouth. It was from like a little scientific set with those magnets on there to feel the sensation of the coldness in my mouth, essentially. I did a lot of stimming. I couldn't control the volume of my voice, and I couldn't talk until I was like 3 or 4 years old. I actually had to go to a speech therapist, and the school was in an old Singapore. It was in an old bunker when the Japanese invaded Singapore. Like it was a freaking bomb shelter. I had to go all the way down there to actually there.
Wow.
I have been bullied since I was 4 all the way up to when I was 12 years old. Usually it is because of my quirks and my stimming and the fact that I don't understand people. And when I was in primary school, I used to like lay down on the floor and kind of scoot and kind of like move on the floor like I was a spider or something. They did not like that. It eventually got really, really bad in year 7. I was bullied a lot, and this was at the time where I'm a relapsed Catholic, by the way. I was raised in a Catholic house, but I don't really believe it anymore. At the time, I was very, very, I believed it a lot, and I saw the line, if someone slaps you, do not strike back, turn the other cheek, and also love your enemies as you love yourself. I heard that the people who were bullying me, they came from broken homes, so I wanted to help them. I thought I could help them. Instead, they wore me down until I tried to throw myself off a 4th-story building, like the 4th floor of the actual school itself. Yeah, it was bad. I eventually, I went into homeschooling at around that time. I think it was around, okay, I was 12 back then. I'm 19 now, so hold on, wait. 2025 minus around 7 years. It was around 2018 when it happened. I was homeschooled, and I would have this thing where it's like I would go to this school every Tuesday, which was basically a Montessori, to try and help me get reacquainted with other people. It helped me at least understand that people could be level-headed, but I didn't trust people that much, and I didn't really have a reason to feel like I wanted to continue on. And then COVID happened. And then I got COVID. And then when I was like, and then eventually I discovered VTubers. Mostly I discovered them through VShoujo, which is why this incident stings a lot. The talents in VShoujos with their, like, they were super funny. I love the dynamics with their friends and saw how caring they were. Kind of gave me hope that saying that I want to thank these people. I can't die yet. So that's why I'm still here, actually. In my Twitter bio, I say that my quest is to become friends with all the VTubers who gave me hope. I'm not exaggerating in that. By technicality, I do actually owe my life to them because they're the only reason I'm still here.
Yeah.
Me streaming and making friends has actually bettered my life, actually. I eventually went back to high school around like a year or 2 years ago. I actually graduated high school a couple months back, actually.
Wow.
I essentially I streamed and went to high school simultaneously. I would always do that on Fridays and Saturdays to keep up with my schedule, and so far, VTubing has actually pretty much saved my life, as I've actually made friends who, well, I can help them and they help me. They tell me what my friends have actually been through a lot of stuff in their own right. Stuff that makes the stuff I've been through seem paltry. But at least I'm able to help them with what they went through. Now, my ADHD is still an issue. You all kind of saw how I forgot to turn on the microphone for the Discord. I still can't control the volume of my voice, and I can't read the room to save my life. The reason I keep telling people who I become friends with, where I warn them in advance of my symptoms, is because my ADHD ended up making me lose a friend who actually taught me how to play Marvel Rivals, because me reacting over emotionally, speaking loudly, and kind of accidentally cutting people off when I didn't intend to, sabotaged her 1-year anniversary stream.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough.
She's not friends with me anymore, but she was very polite about it. She was very polite about the parting, but she's not friends with me anymore, and I don't think I can ever make it up to her. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. That's so difficult.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
I mostly, I mostly make art, or still procrastinate a lot on it, which means I don't get a lot done. But a few times I do make art, I actually am able to. I have a story in my head which I want to put down to paper eventually, but I can't draw people. But at least my ADHD has some benefit. Like I can hear everything. Like I can't tune out noise, but at the same time I can hear everything. And I don't know if this is related to my ADHD, but I have a very sensitive sense of smell. Like very sensitive. I'm like a bloodhound essentially. But yeah, that's my story. And sorry that your accounts were not recorded into the. Yeah.
Puppy, can I,
Actually, Care Bear, can you hear them? Care Bear, can you hear them? I'm asking Care Bear, can you hear us?
Puppy, can
Yes.
I add on something really quick? I forgot to say what disabilities I have real quick.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't done that either, so please go ahead and then I'll talk about mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I from a young age was very, 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 very chronically ill. Spending a third of my childhood in the hospital with additional time going between many, many, many doctors quite frequently when I didn't have to be hospitalized. I had allergies severe enough I could not go outside. If I went outside, my eyes fell shut, which is one reason that Iron Mouse Flight was not in the house. While it's not exactly the same, it resonates because it was a very, 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 very lonely childhood. Plus, I was also highly, highly bullied in school because I was odd. My family called me quirky, but it was more so just I later in life as an adult talked to my therapist to get tested for autism. Have autism and ADHD. Thankfully, my gifted teachers in school, my family always refused to accept the fact that I was autistic because they had the typical Southern stereotype family of, oh, you ain't autistic, you do well in school, you smart as hell, that kind of shit, right? And awful misconception, awful misconception. But they refused to listen to the fact that I might be ADHD or autistic because I was reading out of the college level in third. And thankfully my gifted teachers were there for me to sort of tell me that my concerns were valid, and they were absolutely great. I'm still friends with them on Facebook actually, and I'm 32. I just turned 32, and I had trouble with my weight all my life. In third grade I was 350 pounds. Kindergarten I was 200 pounds, and it was not from overeating at all. I even played sports, and to this day, the doctors have not found what was at all. So I was put on I had to start seeing a dietitian, and at 18, that dietitian dismissed me because he said that I was lying about my issue, that I had been lying, and I could not be doing the workout or the diet that they said. While meanwhile, I was killing myself at home, like, not eating. They had me on a 1,200 calorie diet, and then backed it back to a 1,000 calorie diet, then an 800 calorie diet a day, while still requiring exercise. And I was also in marching band while on a 1,000 calorie diet.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
and
Jesus.
yeah, and in 7th grade, I hit 450, and by 8th grade, I was 500.
Wow.
So it was bad, and I was doing everything I possibly could. And eating was not an issue at all for me. I was barely eating. I mean, obviously, I've been bullied at school for it. So
Yeah.
between the dieting and the bullying, I ended up with an eating disorder, as you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to see a dietitian. He's like, "Hey, if you can lose this weight," he said, "if you can lose 100 pounds, we'll do the surgery." Um, so they put me on a 500 calorie a day diet
Oh my gosh.
with less than
Oh
15
boy.
less than 15 carbs
How are you
a
alive?
day, and I was working out 4 hours a day
Jesus.
on
Wow.
that. I passed out.
What?
I passed out almost every day for the first 2 weeks until my
Wow.
body.
They should have lost. They should have revoked the someone should have revoked the license at that
It was
point. That's
the only way.
awful.
It was only the way. On that 500 calorie a day diet, less than 15 carbs a day, they had me on 75 grams of protein. So basically 25 calorie protein shakes was how I did that.
Mm-hmm.
That had 25
Mm-hmm.
grams each. That's to keep your muscles from eating itself with that few
Yeah.
calories.
Mhm.
And it still took me 2 years to lose 100 pounds,
Wow.
4 hours a day on that. So obviously something medically is fucked up about my body
Mm-hmm.
as far as the weight is concerned. But uh anyway, I had gastric bypass when I was 19, the youngest he had ever operated on,
Wow.
and I got down to 220 pounds from 399.
Wow.
And he was ecstatic with it. So you know, uh, but then I only had about a year and a half of um because up to that point when I was a kid, I had severe back pain. Already
Mhm.
seeing a chiropractor in the garden, they just kept blaming my weight. And as a teen, 15, it was crippling pain. I kept seeing doctor after doctor because my family was concerned, and they were like, "Well, just take Tylenol. You're too young to have this much pain." Genuinely being told that,
I
you're
hate
you're
that
too
phrase.
you're
Uh,
too young to be in this much pain.
You're too
Mm-hmm.
young to be this
And
Yeah.
sick.
Oh
I
my
went
god.
to
Ugh.
I
No, and
saw
Yeah.
I
no,
saw
like
12.
my parents will say, "Oh, you're too young to be feeling that," like jokingly, and
Yeah.
every time they do that, I say, "Pain don't care how old you are."
Yeah,
Exactly.
well, that's what I told
Yeah.
them. And I was
Oh, I have
saw
stories. I have
I,
stories.
I saw like 12 different doctors for my back. One would say, you have, one fractured vertebra. The next said, oh, you don't have any fractured vertebra, but you have two herniated discs. The next one literally said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your back, just go lose weight. It was in that order. In that order
Yep.
that happened.
What?
And I was like, so what? Like, something's obviously wrong, and every one of you son of, SOBs are telling me something different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So finally, my family ran out of money to pay for doctors because even
Yep.
with health insurance, it ran dry.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I was doing my physical therapy at my now ex-boyfriend's house, his boyfriend at the time, and my back popped, no more legs.
ooh.
And he, took me to the hospital, and they said my spinal cord was compressed, but they didn't tell me how much, and that they needed emergency surgery. But my mom, I was in Louisiana at the time with him. My mom was like, "No, you are, you know, 9 hours from our house. I'm going to come get
Right.
you and get a second opinion from my back surgery up here in Nashville."
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So, I got a second opinion within 3 days, and he said, "I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole," because he was just an orthopedist. He said, "Your
Right.
spinal cord is being compressed in half." by
Yep.
your own vertebra
Wow.
and spine.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
God.
So I went to one of the top neurologists in Nashville, and he said it was birth defects that
Mm.
could have been treated as a kid and at least managed.
Wow.
Yep.
But it was ignored. So my spine is curved front to back and side to side. So scoliosis and kyphosis both. Um,
Jeez.
I have almost all my discs are already gone. The little bit I do have left, 4 of them are still herniated. They only decompressed the one that was on my spinal cord enough to get it off, and they fused 5 vertebrae in my back. And that was at 27. I'm 32 now, already having issues, and the what caused that area to be that had that little room is I have spinal stenosis in 3 areas in my back. One was that lower part, which is where
Mhm.
the first issue happened. But I also have spinal stenosis in the mid and upper back that are almost choking my spinal cord in those 2 places. Meaning, by the end of my life, we'll have my entire spine fused.
Yep.
Wow.
Guaranteed.
Oh, jeez.
Guaranteed.
Stenosis of the spine is the
Oh,
absolute
no.
worst.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I
Oh,
also have
God.
full body nerve pain. That they have just slapped fibromyalgia on.
Yeah,
I
sounds about
have
right.
EDS, but they will not do the genetic testing because, as my last orthopedist told me, what's the point? You already have all this other.
Wow.
Come
I
on now.
literally,
What do they mean, what's the point?
What's the point? Welcome
God,
to the
that
American
line,
medical
that
system,
line.
everyone.
Jesus,
Sounds
Jesus.
to me
What's
like
the
the
point?
American medical system might fail all of
Oh my
us.
God.
Welcome to healthcare.
yeah,
Yeah.
Good
same thing
old
with
healthcare.
full body nerve pain. I also have neurological migraines that will cause silent migraines where I won't have pain, but I will have
Mhm.
severe neurological issues, stuttering, inability to remember words, full body
Mhm.
jerking, which that also won't treat. So I have to take Delta 9 for those when I have those. And they will not give me any pain medication either. So, yeah, I am currently on nothing but Tylenol ibuprofen
Same.
Wow.
for all of that.
Same.
I have so much pain. Like, this is why I'm such a chronic pain advocate because I cannot get treatment for my
Mhm.
issues. I have so
Yep.
much pain that I will dream I'm in pain, like get an injury in a dream that causes pain, wake up and actually be in that pain.
Yes.
It penetrates into the dream.
Oh.
So it's 24/7 pain. There's no time I'm not in pain.
Yikes.
Mhm.
And then EDS severe, my shoulder just slipped out. At 27, they told me my spine. They had seen better spines in 80 to 90 years old at
Yep.
20.
Wow.
So it's a lot. And then mentally, I have CPTSD as well. Chronic depression, generalized anxiety disorder, and DID, as
Mhm.
well as autism and ADD. I joke I have the whole alphabet. CPTSD,
Yeah.
ADHD,
Yeah.
DID. I just got the whole
That's
fucking alphabet.
yep.
So that's my joke I tell about it because I have very dark humor because as you can imagine, with all of that, and that is not the personal issue side of things,
Mhm.
because that was even worse for me. Home life and stuff. Um, if I didn't have dark humor, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I laugh
Mhm.
about it, and my joke my brother likes to tell with me being in a wheelchair. I call him my brother. He's just my best friend. Is Like, I'm gonna smack you. He'll smart off something. He's like, I'm gonna smack you. He'll just go, and he just goes 2 steps. He's
Mm.
like, all guys do is step up 2 steps, can't reach me. And I'm like,
Mhm.
and so that's our joke between us.
Wow.
But yeah, I
Guess he's your brother from another. Oh, sorry. Guess he's your brother from another mother then.
Yes.
he is. But yeah, that's me. Also, if my voice changes, I want to give this little thing. If my voice changes during this,
Uh-huh.
it's probably one of the others.
Yeah.
There's 4 of us. So I'm cryptid. I'm the host. I'm default mode. I like to joke.
Yeah.
There is Fisher. She's high pitched, very giggly. We could call her the Chaos Gremlin because personality completely changes. Melody, more European-esque, more posh, and then Gale probably won't front publicly on something of this type, but it just he probably won't pop up, but yeah,
Just in case that he does.
yeah, just in case he does. It's very similar to Melody, a little bit deeper and a different cadence. But
Okay.
they're all really cool. Don't worry about it. Puka and Fong met Fisher yesterday.
Nice.
So yeah. And
Oh,
I treat them like because it varies from system to system, but I treat them like individuals. So, but if they make an appearance, I just wanted to give that so that nobody's taken off guard. I always give that a heads up,
Yeah.
Yep.
to anybody around because it can be very jarring because we're all different enough that it can startle some. So,
Mhm.
right, sorry, puppy. I just wanted to add
No.
what these were and give that little heads up warning in case of the
Of
voice change and
course. Of
personality.
course.
Yeah.
And I am
Well, and it's
no
it's
problem.
nice to know too because I spent a lot of time with Kitten yesterday. We were, like I said, we had a karaoke collab, and I was there for that, and we had a little bit of a just chatting beforehand, and I did not realize during that time that we had so many disabilities in common. So
Yeah.
I feel like I can empathize a lot better now
Yeah, I
because
was listening to yours and I'm like,
I'm
yeah,
fully aware of all of the symptoms of EDS
yeah.
and CPTSD. Those are
They
tough.
they are
So
also going to be testing me for congestive heart failure.
and yeah, that on top of the EDS, I can see how that could be
Yeah, because my
just
legs are currently 3 times
very
as
rough.
size.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Well, I want to start just by saying thank you to each and every one of you for being so willing to share openly, to have this conversation. I think these conversations are so important. And exactly as Rico just said, the Venn diagram of VTubers and folks with disabilities is a circle. I really feel
yes.
like we don't have this conversation enough, and it's so important. So thank you again, each and every one of you. I also want to say around here, every disability is valid. Everything that you've shared is
Definitely.
so valid. I also will talk a little bit about myself. I don't want to go too deep into me because I really want this to be much more about y'all and your stories. But I will say, as quickly as I can get through this, I am living with a physical disability. This is relatively new for me. So here's my story as quickly as I can get through it. I am a trans woman. I was assigned male at birth. I went through a very lengthy process of transition that, of course, included medical transition, being medicated, being on hormones for a very long time. And then, of course, if you know anything about what it's like to go through GRS or gender reassignment surgery, that can be a very lengthy process. So it took me years to find a surgeon. And I finally found a surgeon, and I was able to get my surgery, which should have been the moment when my life was going to begin for the first time ever. Unfortunately, I came out of that surgery with some of the worst complications they've ever seen. And I ended up, unfortunately, with a hole that went through my new neovagina into my rectal cavity. And so those two essentially for about 2 years were fused, that I had no distinction between my rectal cavity and my neovagina. And they tried everything they could possibly do to get that closed so that could be two distinct separate entities within my body. I had to have a colostomy for about 2 years, which it's very difficult. That's one of the things that I don't think that a lot of people think about, how debilitating having a full-time colostomy can be. It's a whole lot of work, and it's a huge life change.
Yep.
And so ultimately they made the decision, which is pretty massive, but they removed a significant portion of my leg. And they used all of the muscle from the inside of my thigh on my left leg almost all the way down to my knee. They removed all of those muscles. and they used that muscle tissue to permanently seal my vaginal cavity completely. So it's essentially I had a surgery to have my leg put in me. um, and since then, I I walk with a cane. I will have a limp for the rest of my life, and that's kind of the physical disability that I'm living with. Oh,
Wow,
that's me.
that's wild.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Good.
So, so anyway, one of the things that I really wanted to talk about today, and I think that this is really important, is I would love to talk a little as a group about our intersection between being a VTuber and having a disability, and how these two things interplay with one another. So that's kind of the next topic of conversation that I would love to spring on together. What is it like being a VTuber that has a disability, and how does that inform your content?
Oh
Well, for
well.
me, it definitely makes it a lot easier.
Mhm.
I don't have the energy to make myself look nice to start streaming. That's part of why I chose VTubing in the first place. Uh I've never really liked my physical appearance to begin with. Most of that was gender dysmorphia. I'm non-binary and assigned female. But I I mostly chose VTubing because I feel like it's more flexible. I feel like you can do more with less with VTubing, if that makes sense. Because your model is doing it all. You don't really have to worry about being physically active or, you know, being like perfectly clean and put together every time you go live. You can VTube in your pajamas with messy hair just rolled out of bed and nobody will judge you because they can't see you, you know? So that for me
That's
that's
wondering.
the biggest part of it is just I don't have to worry about what I look like, if I look really bad because I've been kind of sick or if I'm, you know, just really, really tired that day. I don't have to worry about smiling and looking nice and putting the extra energy into that, you know, to before I start streaming. So,
I would say for me, um, my interest in VTubing in 2018 came from having been bullied my whole life because of my appearance. You know, that's a big one. But also, B, I never. This is gonna sound so weird to people, but I never felt human at all. Um, and I mean, I looked in the mirror. I was like, this is the wrong body. Even as a kid, I mean, I was 7 years old and that happened. But I sort of looked into gender dysphoria and I was like, this, I mean, yes, but no, this doesn't fit. Because again, I was a very
mhm.
advanced kid and I was like, this isn't right either. And I never could put my finger on it. Um, and, I sort of got closer when I, um, discovered, you know, that there were communities like furries. And I was like, okay, yes, but no, that's not it either. No, not it. And as a kid, I would always experiment with male clothing, female clothing. Being extra femme, tomboy. Nothing ever felt right. Nothing. And I at 11, I became very cognizant of the fact that this person I had been talking to, they're talking back, and not that doesn't happen to other people. And at first I called her, my. I told people she was my spirit, right? That's how I phrased it because I did not want to say I had DID. But even then, as I started to see her, I started being able to see myself in the head when she would be in charge, so to speak. And I didn't look human, but I was like, wait, what is that? I was like, and I struggled for years about trying to figure out what am I and the fit. But I came to accept the fact I had the DID and what I saw in my head. So my VTuber model is actually what I look like in my DID headset.
Yeah.
Like of course
Oh.
with my modeler style, of course, right? But features, color, whatever. This is what I look like in my DID headspace. And the first time I loaded my VTube model up, I cried. Seeing it in the program, I genuinely happy cried to the point that even just seeing myself talking on the stream, like seeing my model talking on the stream, and I use it in, when I'm talking to friends in Discord, on camera, they build on, video cam, I'll turn my, virtual camera on. And it has been so therapeutic to finally see myself in front of me, right? And it's given me a confidence to mask even less than I was, because last year I finally stopped masking. And now that I'm VTubing, I have a confidence because I am myself. I'm not this thing that doesn't feel right,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about the judgment when I switch. People don't see what I look like, so what are they gonna know? And I've been able to also weave my DID into my VTuber backstory, which just makes it in a way a nice entry point into explaining it
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah.
And I think would make people a little more interested in it, take it step by step. So for me, being a VTuber has made it much easier for me and all my headmates and things to be ourselves. And it's given me the confidence that I did not have before to be much more open, much more myself. So yeah, that's for me. Plus I only get to leave the house once every 3 months. So I'm very, very extroverted. So I needed
An
it just gives
outlet.
me, an outlet.
Yeah.
It's given me a community. It's given me a chance for myself. Plus, with me being a musician as well, that ties well into the VTubing world as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And is also a great outlet for my chronic pain. Playing music is a great way. Singing is a great way to get that out, to help you forget about things for a little bit. At least as much as you can. So it all comes together in a neat little bow to equal VTuber. I don't know if
Yes.
that makes
Yeah.
any sense whatsoever. But
It does. It
Oh,
does.
it
It makes
does.
a
It
lot of
does.
sense.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I would like to add that similar to what Kitten just said, I myself, because of the physical problems that I have, the neurological issues and things, walking around isn't always safe for me.
yeah.
I have extremely unstable hips because of the EDS, so going outside is very difficult, and especially living in the southern United States, it's very hot here most of the year, and
Oh, very, yeah.
it's extra dangerous for people who have issues like EDS to go outside in the heat because our bodies can't regulate temperature.
Yep.
Our body's process of homeostasis is broken, so we can't regulate our temperatures as easily as other people, and heat stroke is just that much more dangerous for us.
I've had like 6 heat.
Exactly. So going outside whenever it's not a nice cool day with a nice breeze is extremely dangerous for us. And that was one of the things that got me one of the reasons that Iron Mouse inspired me into VTubing in the first place was because she did it as a way to reach out outside of her confines, essentially, outside of the confines of her disability, and to interact with people when she couldn't do it face to face. And that was one of the same reasons that I started VTubing. Was I got lonely.
Yeah.
I got lonely, and I wanted to talk to people. So completely understandable, Kitten.
See, I knew I put us next to each other on my screen for a reason.
True.
I also put you two next to each other on my screen too, so I guess it's subconscious.
Right.
Winning not just in VTuber appearance.
I got
Yeah, Nixo, go ahead, please.
thank you. No, you're fine. You're fine. So how I got into VTubing, so for about a year, I was a flesh tuber. But as many as Kitten has said, and as everyone else has said, it's the anonymity, the feel to like, I don't want to be on camera. I am also in that same boat. I'm non-binary. I hate the way I look. I haven't been tested for gender dysphoria. I hope I can do that this year.
Is that
Um,
something they test for?
I
I sort of just picked up the symptoms and gave myself the diagnosis. I didn't realize there was an official way.
Yeah, they can do like
Ah,
sort of.
mm-hmm. So so I opened up a throne one day and I was like, okay, I need a green screen because I hate my background, and I was just like, okay, so somebody paid off that whole green screen. And
Wow.
I was like, okay, great, awesome. I'm gonna get it. And don't need to worry about my background as a flesh tuber. But then the package went to the wrong house,
Oh no.
and I was so infuriated.
that's the worst.
That's the
Oh
it
my
was UPS
god.
too. It was UPS. I'm like, oh come on, you
Oh,
guys
It's
can't make
always
that.
UPS.
It's always
Yeah.
UPS. Come on.
I have so much to complain about
Right?
you.
Oh my god. But so I was like, well, crap. I don't want to have a crappy background. So I remember one of my friends talking about an artist that she commissioned on Fiverr, and I was like, well, I know they make models on Fiverr, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, let's give it a shot. Let's go face first into the world into the world of VTubing. So I was like, okay, do I want an L2D? Do I want a 3D? No. What do these words mean, right? Because I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go with a PNG. Why not? And funny enough, as that was getting commissioned, the green screen arrived, and I was like, okay. Well, actually, the person who got it actually came by to the house and apologized. Hey, man, I got the wrong package. Here you go.
Mm.
So I was very thankful. But as soon as but by the time I got that back, the PNG was already done, and I was like, well, okay, I could just use this on an off day. But I was like, you know what? I like the anonymity. I like protecting my mental health. I'm autistic, and it's so I just slapped on my PNG, and I've been my first era, for those who know me from like the 2021 years. I used to be the Iron Minotaur and Indiana Minotaur, the Minotaur era. I was like this cute little Minotaur,
Mm-hmm.
but I came out as non-binary this year, so I rebranded completely to be myself on and off the world of streaming.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations. Coming up
thank you,
Yeah.
binary.
Yeah.
Congratulations
you.
on
Congrats.
thank you.
It's scary.
yeah.
It's
It
scary.
is.
Yeah, well, yeah. One of
It's,
my
well, and sometimes it's really difficult too. Like for me, it took me a really long time to realize that was what was going on because I just didn't have the vocabulary for it. So
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I said last year I came out as non-binary to my friends,
Thank you, Rico.
but the more I talk to them, because 30 of my best friends are trans as
Mhm.
well, I sort of talked to them what it felt like to have the gender dysphoria.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's not quite right. I was like, nothing feels right to me. I don't like any of those parts. I just wish none of it was there. They're like, that sounds like agender cryptid. And I'm like,
Mhm.
wait,
Yes. Yes.
with there,
Mhm.
and I never, my brain, I knew about agender, but it never clicked.
It never occurred to you to apply it to
It
yourself.
never, yeah,
Yeah.
it never
Mhm,
occurred to me.
mhm.
It was like, I felt kind of like the DID, right? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it never occurred to me. I was like, holy shit. And now that I say that, I'm like, it feels so right, freeing. So anytime I hear somebody come out as trans or non-binary or agender, what have you, I'm so happy for them because I'm like,
Thank
even if
you.
that isn't what they settle on, it's a step.
It's a start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Step.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
finally exploring their, how they feel and everything. So
Right.
Mhm.
congratulations,
Well, thank you.
congratulations so much. And
I
don't,
Yes.
I was a closeted bi for 11 years. I
Mhm.
Mhm.
lived in a very conservative Christian
Mhm.
home. So
Yep.
everyone
Yes.
can figure out how that went.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I will
That was-
talk I will
yeah.
talk about that when we get to
Yeah.
the question about
Yeah.
my disability and but
Yeah.
I couldn't like openly bring another man home, and it was so frustrating because I was like I felt trapped.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because I'm
Very
in
common. Yeah.
but because I am a part of such amazing communities here on Twitch, I was able to find my voice and able to identify myself. So when I came out
Yep.
as bi in 2024, I was like, okay, like this is great, But it didn't end there because early this year, I started to experiment with the clothes I wear, and I was like, okay, what does this mean now? I'm not bi anymore. What does this mean? And after researching and looking it up, I was like, okay, I guess I'm non-binary. And I accepted myself, and I came out as non-binary during Pride Month. Actually on the first day of Pride Month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, one of
Oh.
my non-binary friends in real life actually said, "Man, you came out at a very interesting time, didn't you?" And I'm like, "Yep, I did."
Mm.
Well, I'm in a extremely conservative community.
Mm-hmm.
Like the entire city to the point is dangerous for me to be open about it. We had our first Pride Month here like 2 years ago, and there were threats of violence against it.
Wow.
Yep.
And I still went. I said, fuck it, I'm going. This is important. Second year, even stronger threats of violence. I still went. Later that year,
Yes.
a list was discovered for prominent LGBTQ members of the community and business owners.
God, that's
And
disgusting. That's
that
disgusting.
kind of list. And yes, it was covered up.
Of
Um,
course it was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't want to dox myself, but the town I live in has a very, very tumultuous history.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's it's scary. It's scary.
Yes.
Let's just say like there were burned crosses found in our community. My dad used to
Jesus.
work on
Wow.
road work and stuff to tell you
Oh,
the
That's
activity in
just
the area.
Yeah.
awful.
Yes.
Yeah. So as you can imagine, and I'm not only agender and panromantic. I'm also a witch, so I am in the broom
Yes.
closet.
Which
Yeah.
No,
oh boy.
that's understandable.
Yes.
I
And you're even closer to like the heart of the Bible Belt than I am. We're both
Yeah.
in the South US, but sh- Kitten is even closer to the like the true heart of the Bible Belt where it's just really really conservative and really
mhm.
really Republican,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very red.
I could not even imagine going out in public
S-
and being open there.
So
I would be worried.
thankfully, I live in California, and where I live in, we have a
Yes.
very pride community here,
Mhm.
which is now being threatened because city officials believe that we shouldn't waste money on pride events.
Mm.
Well,
I went to a city council meeting, and the garbage I heard is so disgusting. It's like, well, we're wasting money on this, but it's like, what does that even mean? The government wastes money all the time. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
it's
where I live, there were still white robe marches when I was in middle school.
Oh my
oh
gosh.
What
God.
the hell?
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
They would march. They would actually march through the city and around the square openly in their white robes.
Mhm.
Once a
Yeah.
year, every single year until like my eighth grade year, seventh or eighth grade year was the last year they did it, which would have been like I graduated in 2011, so subtract like 4 or 5 years from that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so into the early 2000s, they still openly marched in our city.
Mhm.
Wow.
And my father was a entrepreneur of substances and knew a lot of the higher ups in the community. Make of that what you will, and knew which ones were leaders of that little, you know, organization. So we're talking top brass in the city are were members of that and participated in that.
Wow.
So it's
That's
actually
horrifying.
legitimately dangerous here if you are open about it. Like actually legit. It's terrifying. So that's another reason that being a VTuber is so important. You know, not only am I disabled and already different enough because it's the South, and you know, if you're disabled and can't work, well, fuck you. You know, you're
Yeah.
useless. But also being you know, rainbow and disabled, they're just like you're better off. You're just better off under the ground than them. So being a VTuber and finding this community online has been fantastic. So I just found it prevalent to add that because that does tie into the VTuber thing too, and
For sure.
Oh,
and your story as well.
You and me, Cryptid, are gonna get along very well. You and me and
Yes.
Cryptid.
I'm pretty easy to get along with. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty easy. I promise. Nothing
That
makes
is true. That is definitely true.
Indeed.
nothing makes me mad.
yeah.
Nothing offends me. I mean, I've heard some shit and I just laugh it off. Like it's very hard to actually upset me. I promise.
Yeah.
I want to check in with
thank you, Rico.
Vaporwave. Do you have anything to add, or you as well, Fong?
See, because like I'm hearing all of you guys go through it, and I'm like, damn, I've had such a different experience.
Well, but that's everybody's had different experiences.
In
so.
relation, because like, in terms of like how I got into VTubing and like why I chose it and how it impacts me and you know my area and affecteds and stuff, it's actually all pretty chill, honestly. I got into VTubing because I was seeing, you know, all these VTubers and stuff, and I was really fascinated by like the technological side of it. And I was like, oh, I want to know how that works, you know, because I'm an artist. I do I've been doing digital art for you know, years. And I'm like, I really wonder technologically how that functions. So I learned how to make a VTuber in a little, yeah. I made my model. I actually made two.
Wow.
This is oddly enough, the first one I made, I'm saving for like the future. I made this one later because I was like, no, I'm not ready yet. Not ready yet. But I got into it because I was just like, oh, I want to see how it works, you know, tech wise. Because I was thinking of going into making models and doing like rigging and stuff. And then and then after that I was like, oh, this actually works out because it gives, you know, anonymity and stuff like that, which is really nice. But also at around the same time, because this was like back at the end of 22, I think. It took me a while to finish the model properly. It took a couple months. But by the time I finished it, I was like, "Oh hey, I'm gonna start a small business."
I love that.
So I was kind of using my model to like brand around that, and I still am, which is nice. Which is how I was able to make my stream schedule in an hour last night. Know your branding. when you don't got one, know your branding. But yeah, I kind of just got into it because I was like, oh, this just seems cool, you know. And then when it comes to like how it affects me like in content creating, it's not really much. I think it's part of the I think part of it is to do with I haven't streamed in like a year and a half. Because I got busy with my degree and then right after that ended was the health scare, and I was like, you know what? I'm a hold up until I jump back into this for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that really affected me was my social anxiety, I guess, because I was just like, oh no, but what if? But I'm also a tutor now, so I'm like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting into a public facing job is one of the easiest ways to get over social anxiety.
Yeah, it's especially because it's like an online tutor, so I have to be, you know, in front of a camera and like talking to people anyway. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, whatever. I do that anywho. And I got to a point where I was like, oh, I'm finally gonna come back. I'll do what happened last year, where my year starts in August, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then this was happening, and I was like, yeah, I could start a week early. I'll start a week early, sure.
Sure.
I mean, I just gotta set everything up in the like one day, but I'll do it. It's fine.
Hey! Masterpieces sometimes written, you know.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, professional. But like, there have been some times where it gets me. Like, I didn't get into any conventions yet this year, though there is one more that I'm waiting for apps to open for.
Mhm.
My only concern is like, I did my first 3-day con right before my legs took a dip,
Mhm.
Oh.
and like anytime I film content, I have to, like, for reels and merchandise stuff like that, and take photos, I have to do it in like spurts, because I can't stand for more than like an hour and a half to 2 hours before my legs start to really hurt.
Mhm.
Relatable.
Which is fine, because I'm just sitting here right now, but it's bad if I have to, like, you know, stand at a convention for 3 days straight, you know.
You
Yeah.
need to check. Cons will have usually most cons have like accessibility passes that you can check into. They, and even they don't advertise them, and they will also have rentals available. You just have to check. But at the very least, there is usually accessibility functions and forms. We go to MomoCon and DragonCon a lot, and while neither service is publicly advertised, if you go up to like where you get your badges or whatever, and be like, "Hey, I have this disability," they will give you special passes to cut lines, and things like that, so you don't have to stand as long. Or they will have like where, okay, come check in, and you can sit over here in this chair, and we'll come get you. So you might check into things like that, because it is extremely helpful. We have friends that use canes. We're in a wheelchair, and it is a absolute lifesaver, because otherwise we would not be able to attend cons or see guests. So you might check into that. For sure, it does
Yeah.
help. Like,
Yeah, that's good to know, because I actually didn't know that stuff. But
yeah. I don't know why cons don't advertise it better. It's kind of like a if you know kind of thing with most conventions.
Yeah.
Which is fucking stupid. But,
Yeah.
Yes.
we wouldn't even know the Dragon Con disability stuff, but we found somebody who said, "Hey, join the Dragon Con disabilities Facebook group." We're like, "Oh," and like there's a actual at Dragon Con, there is a individual shuttle. It's they like reserve an entire bus to you can call and have the pickup time, and they will just come pick you up. It has a wheelchair lift in it, and it's only for the use of the disabled.
Yeah.
That is
awesome though
extremely
Yeah.
useful.
that they do that.
But
That's
yeah,
so
with any
nice.
con you go to, it's worth emailing them to find out any and all. Instead of being like, "Hey, do you provide this service?" Just go, "Hey, what all services do you provide for disability accommodation?"
Mm-hmm.
I would do
Yeah.
that before you attend any con, and normally they will be nice about it. So, and if they don't, fuck
Yeah.
'em.
See, my more concern is because I don't really attend cons very often. I think I've only ever been to like 2, but I've also only vended at 2.
Yeah.
But my thing is like when I put in apps, I do always say like, oh, you know, can you make sure I'm just like somewhere, you know, close to a bathroom or something, because
Yeah.
that's something I
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, well,
little things like that.
Right.
We also had to like rearrange all the tables at the last con because they basically like locked us into the artist alley with the tables.
Oh
So
no.
we were like, nah, we gotta make some exits. Get
Yep.
out of here. But
I'm gonna tell you like people tell me, ask for accommodations and help.
Yeah.
Not you're not a burden. Like that's
Yeah.
what I have to be told. And
Yeah.
Yep.
like never be afraid to ask, because if they had to deal with the shit you did, I guarantee half of them will be bitching way fucking more.
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Vaporstar, another thing that you and I should talk about at some point, and I think we'll have to talk about it in 2 weeks because I can't talk about it yet. But a lot of cons also offer virtual appearances where you appear as a robot. So we should
Oh,
we
yes,
should chat about
yeah,
we should
yeah.
chat about that in a couple weeks for reasons that I cannot speak about.
for non-disclosed reasons.
Yes.
Understandable. Understandable.
We will chat about redacted.
Yes.
I would like to know this as well.
All right. Yeah. Just hit me up.
Yeah, but like, cause I go there to sell my stuff. So
Mhm.
for the most part, I made the mistake on my first con, like standing the entire time, because I was like, oh, it'll look better if I'm standing. I'm a tentative, you know. At the last con, it was like, nah, unless you walk up to the booth, I ain't standing.
Yeah. I mean, don't even bother then. Like if they want your stuff, they're not gonna care if you're standing or sitting. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
No, I only got up when I was like, damn, I need to stand. So I think I'm better at it.
Right.
I also have a cane now, so I can bring that to cons with me and
Yeah.
stuff too.
Yeah.
But secondary to that, going on to like community and stuff.
Mhm.
I've actually had like a phenomenal support system pretty
Good.
much my entire life, honestly. Both actually everyone in my family at
Am I
one
back?
point or another like
That's right.
worked in healthcare. So they all know about like I can say even the slightest thing about like any type of condition, and my mom will clock it in a second and go, "That sounds like this," and she's usually always right.
Oh yeah. I've done that to my own mother actually.
Yeah, I know, because that's the thing. Like, you know, she's still in healthcare and stuff, so she's dealing with this crap all the time. So I'm like, hey, what about this? And she's like, yeah, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you know, my dad worked in it temporary for a period of time. My sister's doing animal healthcare, but there's a lot of like overlap. So
Yeah.
you know, so everyone's very like conscious of that stuff. So whenever there is an issue, it's like, I'll say like there have been some people in my family, particularly like my grandpa and stuff, who
Mm-hmm.
whenever they'd have an issue where like I don't need to go to the hospital, I'm fine. Grandpa,
My
your
dad's like
appendix
that.
exploded.
Cryptid's grandfather got ran over by a car going 45 miles per hour and just ended up with a broken leg. And then
Oh my goodness.
and then was telling her that see he's fine and quit bitching. And this is and then he also like a tractor collapsed in a sinkhole 10 foot with him on it. He crawled out of it and went back to work. Like he sliced his arm open to fucking
I had a stepdad that was like that.
yeah,
Wow.
he just fucking grabbed some dirty paper towels and duct taped it, went back to work. Like, like 3 inches.
I don't know what it is about older men. They just refuse to go to the hospital.
It's just what it is. I don't know.
Cryptid cut her hand open and literally needed like 12 stitches. And it went down into the muscle. And,
oh, jeez.
And meanwhile, Cryptid's mom has her in the van, and she's like, what is taking him so long? What is taking so long? Cryptid was terrified of needles, so she did not want to go without her grandfather and like freaking the fuck out, because this would be the first stitches she had ever had at this point.
Wow.
And he walks out like 15, 20 minutes later, and she's like, where the fuck have you been? He's like, I was making me a sandwich. We're going to be at the ER a while. Like, just nonchalant. Like,
wow.
So yeah, I get what you're saying about
oh, man.
it gets ignored in Southern households a lot.
Yeah.
City households with older men in general, it's like you're fine. Rub some dirt on it.
Yep, rub some
Yeah,
dirt
no,
on it.
Same here. Same here
Yeah,
in
I
Asia.
appreciate
I
that.
must
Like
say.
my dad took one look at like what my grandpa was doing in terms of like not dealing with this stuff, and he said, "Nah, I'm not doing that with you kids.
Yep.
My
Something's fucked. We're going to a hospital." I'm like, okay.
Cryptid's
Yep.
mom has had worsening health issues, and where she used to she had health issues as a kid, so she started by doing the same thing to Cryptid that her parents did to her, like go to fuck school, stay at school, whatever. But as her health issues got worse, she started to be like, oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah, another funny thing.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's exactly the same here in Asia.
I feel like it might be a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
Could be.
like my father. I remember when I did have, I think it was dengue fever. He did everything until the last point before he brought me to the hospital. Like, I was like, oh, your brain might boil to 40 degrees Celsius, which will cause permanent brain damage. We'll give you an ice pack. Give you an ice pack, make you drink watermelon juice, and have it where you lower your body temperature. And then eventually, my mom said, "No, bring him to the hospital. We got a suite."
Yep.
Cryptid
And then every time I get a
Go ahead, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm
sorry.
No, that's all right. I remember every time I get an ice pack, yeah, like a sponge bath and an ice pack. So like another thing, like every time I get a cold, it's like instead of getting antibiotics, like no, sweat it out. Sleep in a hot room and sweat it out to kill the virus. Or when I get a headache, it's like, oh, you have a headache? Drink water.
Oh,
Just
drink water for headaches
water.
is universal, and it's so
Yeah.
annoying every time.
I mean, to be fair, there are
And it
some
never
times
works.
Well,
where I get
yes.
headaches, and I'm like, I do need the water. But also, I was
Hydration
getting
is
massive
important.
headaches, and then I was like, yo, what the fuck? This is really bad. And then I went to the doctor, and they said, yeah, you got a vitamin D deficiency.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Headaches
no.
don't necessarily only mean that you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
Dehydration does
Yeah.
cause headaches, but a headache could be caused by so many things. It could be stress, it could be sleep deprivation, it could be a vitamin deficiency.
Mm-hmm.
It could be blood pressure related. It could be a brain tumor. Not
Yeah,
to
I was
catastrophize, but
Yeah, I was concerned that it was
Old world,
I was worried
old
that it
world
was like
medicine
low blood
theorian. That is
pressure or
exactly
something.
correct.
mhm.
I mean, like,
Funnily enough, the only time. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, Cryptid almost died last year, because of the stomach
Mm.
surgery she had.
Yes.
Food poisoning, any kind of foodborne illness hits harder and is more
Yeah.
severe. She contracted salmonella from IHOP, and
Wow.
within 48 hours, a day and a half, she was losing consciousness. So her mother rushed her to the hospital, and her BP was 60/40. She spent 2 weeks in the hospital with the first 3 days not remembering them at all. She told her grandfather, this is kind of tying into old men kind of thing, and he just laughed and he said, "Oh, you'll be all right. No concern, no nothing." Like, she actually genuinely almost died. Like, the doctor told her mother if she had gotten there an hour or less, if she had gotten Cryptid there an hour or less later, Cryptid would be dead. And she told her
That's
grandfather that,
terrifying.
and he just laughed off. He said, "Well, you ain't dead, are you?" And, "Well, I gotta go," and hung up. Like, so
Yep.
yeah.
That really like speaks to me because I have an eating thing. I was born with 2 gallbladders. But neither of them worked, so they had to remove them both. They had to remove both of them surgically because neither one of them worked.
Oh
The
no.
cosmos like
The
a
vestigial.
Yeah.
They are.
but
They're
since-
vestigial organs.
Yes, yeah. But since I had that, I can't process meat. I can't process meat at all.
Yeah.
So I'm like a vegetarian under duress.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's awful.
I constantly fear for my gallbladder because meat is the only way I get protein. So
Yeah.
We actually had a really great question in the chat. It came by a while back, but
Yes.
this conversation was so good and I didn't want to stop anything. But
Yeah.
I think the Therian Bull asked about our VTuber models and what the inspiration behind them would be. And I love that as a question. So I wonder if we can talk about that. I'm a teacher and I'm also a dog. My species is Kukuhunda. So if you know anything about Dutch dogs, I am a Dutch decoy hound. So we are the dogs that help
Ah.
you hunt ducks. And so if you know about the very famous simulation game from a number of years back that was called
Duck Hunt?
yeah, that was my grandfather.
Ah.
So
God, that's so funny.
An entire generation
annoying
of
dog.
children
Bang.
despised
An
your
entire
grandfather because of how condescending he was.
indeed,
And,
indeed.
and now a new generation of laughing dogs.
Kristen would literally just like cuss that dog out. Like
Oh, we hated that dog.
Kristen grew up with the NES and SNES. That was her first game systems. It was aside from the Game Boy, and oh my god.
Yep. We when my siblings and I were young, we had the kind that was projected on the wall, so we would play it with the
Oh,
little
yeah.
laser gun, and every
Yeah.
time the dog laughed at us, we would try to shoot the dog.
Yes.
Because we were like, stop it, that's mean.
with the actual like laser on the TV, like the
Yes.
OCR TV, she would do that.
Yep.
I love that.
I love that.
That's great.
So, for my one, may I use a soundboard for this because it perfectly describes it.
Sure.
I'm wondering if
Go
I
for it.
know. It's kind of low.
Oh yeah. It
Oh
got-
wait, the
yeah, it
noise
got
filter,
muted.
the noise filter. Just a moment. Let me just. All right then. I'm gonna switch off the crisp in 3, 2, and 1.
Kamen Rider.
That pretty much summarizes what I am. Yep. That's the main inspiration. Although my original the original iteration of my character, I'll just switch my PNG and reactor over here. Is this? This started out as a Hollow. It started out as a Hollow Knight OC,
Okay.
Okay.
and well, the prototype started as a Hollow Knight OC. I think I'll send the prototype to you in the Discord actually. For context therein, Kamen Rider is a Japanese superhero franchise created in 1971 by the mangaka Shotaro Ishinomori. May he rest in peace. It stars the original one from 1971. Here's a story: college student Takeshi Hongo, and who has an IQ of 600. Yes, really. He is kidnapped by the neo-Nazi organization known as Shocker. Yes, neo-Nazi organization.
Wow.
They
boy.
they modify his body to become a cyborg with the power of a grasshopper, that being able to jump 20 times his height and having very powerful limbs. Before they're able to brainwash him, because they modified his body before brainwashing him for some fucking reason, a scientist has a change of heart and helps him break out, but dies in the process. After this, he vows to protect humanity against the against Shocker's evil and I quote, "To fight Shocker's wind, I will become the fighting storm." This is the origin of Kamen Rider. Now, eventually, I started out, remember when I was 12 and the whole bullying thing happened? That's when I discovered Hollow Knight, and that's where my OC comes from. I still cannot find the prototype. Oh, it's probably in the downloads folder. That's where that came from. Eventually, I discovered Kamen Rider, and then I modified my design. I have not put a belt on him yet, because I'm going to say that later in for the story. And this is because I started watching Super Sentai and decided to make my character into a mecha. So this would basically be like the frame which you stick all the extra robots onto. I have not designed the extra robots yet because I have no idea how he would anatomically fit them. Which Hollow Knight boss is hardest for me? Well, I'm not fully into the game, but let's see. Does the entirety of the Colosseum of Fools count as a boss?
Yes.
Therian, Gale is better
I'll say
than
yeah.
Melody at Hollow Knight. It's freaking hilarious. Kamen Rider led to Spider-Man. Spider-Man led to Super Sentai. Actually, not really. Spider-Man was made independent of it. But I'm gonna let you guys in a little something. Are you familiar with Japanese Spider-Man?
Yes.
Japanese Spider-Man is the reason the giant combining robot trope became a thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Because
Sell toys.
Tokusatsu Spider-Man had a giant robot called Leopardon with a sword that could kill anything. That eventually became the inspiration for the very first mecha in Super Sentai for the third entry of the series, Battle Fever J, which was a Captain America adaptation. Yes, really.
Yep.
So, thanks to Spider-Man, Super Sentai, and by extension Power Rangers, which ripped it off, has giant combining robots.
Yep. My older sibling, the one that has autism ADHD, tokusatsu is one of his hyperfixations. It's one of his special interests, and he talks to me about it all the time.
Sounds like
So
he and I would
much.
get along.
You probably
I've
could
learned-
have hours of discussions about it.
Ah, yes,
I've learned
including
so
what is
much
Kamen
here.
Rider. Oh, and also, I have one final form. Well, this isn't the final form per se, but it's one of them. I have this, which is inspired by two sources. Ultraman Nexus, specifically Ultraman Noah, which is when he becomes God. Yes, really. And number 39 Utopia from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, specifically for the wings being made out of knives. Though I think I could have redrawn the wing blades a bit better because they kind of look flimsy. Yep,
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
no problem.
I can go next. If
Go
it's
for
all
it.
right with everyone. So very similar to Kitten, probably because of the agender, I kind of grew up not really feeling like I fit in with the rest of humanity. So when it came time to create my model for VTubing, I sort of leaned into the extraterrestrial a bit, and I chose to model it after some artwork that inspired me. That was a kind of this sort of dragonoid type creature with a heart that was a black hole just sort of floating in its chest, and the cryptid American mythology. So I created my character to be a cosmic cryptid. That is just a cosmic shapeshifter that has multiple forms depending on how I'm feeling, and has multiple forms depending on what gender I'm leaning toward that day. Because gender is sort of a nebulous thing for me. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Society's gender expectations never made a lot of sense for me. So I sort of just created my character to be as like pliable and, transformable, I guess, as I possibly could. And then as far as the color scheme goes, like I said, I wanted her to be noticeably extraterrestrial, and purple and black are my favorite colors. So I kind of leaned into that aesthetic of just this strange, starry creature that came to Earth because I picked up on radio signals from deep space, and
Yeah.
it sounded like a fun place to be. And then I got here, and I, met people, and I learned about the history and the societies, the cultures, the art and the games, and it was all just so fascinating to me that I've spent my entire time here trying to learn as much as I can. Um, I the way that I weave my disability into it is being a creature from deep space that isn't used to having a physical form. When I came here, I had to make a physical form just to be on the planet, and I made a few mistakes making my physical form. And since I'm used to being in outer space, I'm not quite adapted to the atmosphere and the gravity And along with those mistakes that I made when I was creating this form, they just sort of lead into a few issues that I have to deal with that I can't really reverse. I don't really I don't really have like superpowers per se. I decided not to. I didn't want to give the impression that I was some all-powerful entity. Um, I just because of the nature of a cosmic cryptid, I have just a few things that I can do, you know. My heart is a black hole, so destruction is one of them. And I joke that I can eat almost anything. I do have dietary restrictions, but most of those are chemicals, so it's not really a big deal. So that was where this came from, I guess. This is where Puka was born.
That's awesome.
Well,
Nice.
ours is also sort of it. Well, it is a cryptid, obviously, but
Mhm.
ours came about. Did has been a witch. Has always been able to interact and had interaction with ghosts, demons, what have you. So she's always known there's more out. She's
Mhm.
also had um, quite a few past. We're talking a lot.
Oh, I should change the name tag.
So, mhm.
Oh, pardon me. May I know who's currently at the wheel so I can, because I actually have like names above your heads.
Oh, well, thank you. Melody, currently, darling. Elody. Um,
Oh,
so,
perfect.
um, that was. I had been with her this whole time, so 21. And we've been on a journey with trying to figure out um, what she is, trying to help her find herself. And she's tried on several names for, every identity. She's explored several different, non-binary, bi, pan, all that. And nothing ever. The witch term was fine. That fit that. But last year she met a D&D friend, and she they are the first she ever admitted having DID too.
Mm.
Not to say that you know she did not know about me. Me and her interacted all that time, but she finally admitted it, and they encouraged her to be open about it. And talking to all of them, sort of like she was talking to the trans members of the group, helped her
Mhm.
come to terms with being what she thought non-binary at first to agender. Um, they said it doesn't matter who you are, and that resonated. And she had to come up with a new name. She was starting back streaming, and I just feel like something unknown. I don't know what I am, and she came up with cryptid, and it matched her appearance and headspace as well. She thought, why not just call myself what I am, cryptid, which is how we stumbled upon the kitten name. And our backstory is that uh, Crypt was a witch, an immortal witch. Um,
Mhm.
Obviously not what she's had in human life then, but VTuber just play with the fact she's had past life dreams,
Mhm.
weave it in. She's an immortal witch who, through her strive for power, started getting more and more corrupt, and eventually she started, take on more and more demons, things like that. And as she defeated them, started morphing, started corrupting, started twisting,
Mhm.
and sort
Mm.
of just strode into hell one day like she owned it. And, everybody's like, oh, all right. But under that strive for pressure, that strive for power, her psyche started, which allowed us to come in individually from our places, which was her artistic interpretation of DID, because that is what happens. Your psyche cracks. It
Thank you,
shatters.
Catboy.
So that was her artistic way to represent that. And then she owns an opera house in hell in her VTuber. She wants to become a musician. But each of us in our lore, we just recorded down our memory. So eventually we're trying to think of a way to represent ourselves better on stream. But I think the voice changes and personality and behavioral things come across well enough to denote when we switch without having to have a visual change. But that's sort of our model. It's a mix of her being a witch and the where the enchantress gloves come from. So she's a powerful sorceress demoness now. So it's sort of all worked, which is why the Nico Monatel and everything worked well with who she was in Headspace. It all tied in neatly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and nice meeting you, Melody.
Lovely meeting you, darling.
Yes, it's good to hear from you again. We only spoke for a short time yesterday.
Yes, I was letting Fisher have her fun.
I can
All
go
right.
next.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Sorry.
please.
So with my character, it came from a combination of my love for fantasy. Actually, this character was inspired by a character creation from Baldur's Gate 3. You can't really see it on my model, but I actually have a rose tattoo on my neck. But it what and also the clothing just came from like gothic imagery, gothic girls and women wearing gothic clothing, and also my love for rock music. So and how I guess it's how I incorporate my disability. It's a tricky one because autism does not have a physical appearance. It is all neurological. So I guess my I guess, well, I mean, I'm doing it right now. My social anxiety and like my lack of like talking a whole lot. I guess that's that's the thing. I guess I can.
I feel you.
But but other than that, that's really much it. I can't really do nothing else with my autism except for to accept it.
Thank you. All right, Vapor Star. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, when I was gonna make my model, I was originally going to use like a Monster Girl OC that I had, but when what was it, Metopia got re-released, I used her as the main character, like instead of myself, because I had done that in the first version, and then she kind of like gained her own personality, and now I was like, oh no, well, that's not me anymore. That's an OC. She came to life. Oh no. So had to I had to start over, and I was kind of like, well, I wanted to start over, right? And I was originally gonna do like a Mother of Monsters type thing, because I have a lot of monster OCs. But it wasn't coming out how I wanted it to, and because I think a lot about is the design aspect of things. And I was like, as I was drawing it, realizing that I was designing it in a way that I thought would cater to people more than catering to myself. And so I was like, okay, we're good, because at the end of the day, this model is going to be a representation of me, right? And like, even for people who play characters with their models and stuff, they're still associated like with their model. It's like, if you don't know that person, that model is them in a sense.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to
Right.
have a design that doesn't really represent myself.
Mhm.
So I started thinking like what would represent me? And then I remembered an art assignment I had to do like uh about 4 years prior, where my first year college art teacher was like, all right, I want you guys to pick an object that represents you and draw it. And I was struggling to figure that out, but eventually uh I'll put it this way. My mom and I went to a Hobby Lobby one time and I found a flying pig statue and I convinced her to get it for us. And I have tied my entire life around around that statue.
You
That's
Oh.
adorable.
Yeah, so it's all based around originally it was going to all be based around like flying pigs, and then that developed into, because I also really like chocolate milk. So that developed into my mascots, Hazelnut and Vanilla, full name Vanilla Extract,
Aw.
from the Tumblr meme.
That's absolutely adorable. Oh my.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so I made the two of them, and then from there I based my or actually I made like 2 jackets, a pig and a cow jacket, and then I made my mascots based on that, and then I worked more on my model from that. And originally it was going to be like just like a fantasy sky barn type situation. Like I have a farm in the clouds and I got like chocolate cows and flying pigs and stuff like that. But I got into a new merch server last year, and there's a lot of like food type items. And so now it's kind of switched to like a sky bakery.
Oh, that's so cute.
And we got chocolate cows, we got little flying pigs. It's very cute. And then like it developed even further from there because I made a pudding design. Like I have a pudding charm. And I was like, I don't just want this to say like the flavor and nothing else. I wanted like to put something. And so I was like, all right, it's from like the Sky Farm or from the Dream, whatever. And I was like looking up those names to make sure they weren't copyrighted. They all were. So I was like, all right, let me not get myself in trouble. So I just came up with the tagline that says, made with the finest of dreams.
Nice.
And so I was like, oh, wait a second, I'm a pig. Oh shoot, I'm a dream eater now.
Like a Baku. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah.
I realized that, and I was like, oh no, it's kind of like Musharna.
Nice kid. No, well,
Yeah.
You
was
know?
at the wheel actually.
And then I was like,
Thanks.
oh, that actually ties in perfectly because my username came originally from Vaporeon, so it all ties back to Pokemon.
You're
Oh,
so
nice.
adorable. You're adopted by me now. I'm sorry. You're ours now. I'm keeping this one.
Yeah.
I would also like to add, it worked out extremely well. We found Crypta's modeler on Boo. She was going to go on there and sort of cobble her own model together based on what she could find, as close as she could get. And she saw a modeler who had a more thicker, base, model.
Right.
And
Right.
she's like, oh, well, I like their things. And then she went in there and they had the deer horns. She's like, oh. And she was talking to her brother and was, Chris, do you think it's message? And he said, well, it doesn't hurt because Krypton had a feeling that something was telling her to do that. And all her life with those feelings, if she followed them, it usually meant something. And she messaged them. Her modeler also ended up being disabled as well.
Oh.
And unable to work, and was within her budget, including tip, the exact amount that she got for Christmas.
Wow.
That's
nice.
awesome.
So
Talk about serendipity.
Yes, and she
The stars aligned on that one.
Exactly, yeah.
It took her longer to deliver on it, but she did, preface that mental health issues was the reason that, couldn't do a normal job. And we were like, oh, well, that's fine. So, whenever she would reply, we're working on it, we were patient. Because A, the price was amazing, and B, she was so nice. Her and Cryptid immediately became friends.
Mhm.
And it just all worked out serendipitously. So
Mhm.
it was sort of meant to be on. Um, and Crypto got full rights to it as well. She's the only one. It's not going to be sold, as a whole to anyone else. So
Right.
it worked out. It worked out great for both parties. And um, honestly, people have been coming in chat like it looked honestly like a really high end 3D. Um, so we're happy with it. The fact she was disabled was perfect, honestly. So we supported another disabled person. As Crypto told her friends, it always feels better giving an artist who that is their sole income, the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's a struggle being disabled financially. It honestly is. So being able to give someone work that needs it,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
it's good. It's good.
Well, everybody, we are coming close to the end of our time together today during this stream, which really honestly makes me sad. I had kind of budgeted 2 hours, but I think I could keep talking to all of you for a long time because this is
Yeah.
so
Right.
interesting to me.
Yes.
Honestly, I wanted to budget more time for questions from chat. I think if I had been more focused, I think I would have budgeted like maybe 20 minutes for questions from chat. I don't know that we really have time, but I do have one final question, and we're not going to have too much time to touch on this, but I really want just to take a moment, I think personally, to just say like Iron Mouse has always been one of my Kamiyoshi, right? And
Mhm.
I feel weirdly lucky that I get to be in the community here in this moment where I know that this is a very tumultuous time with all of these changes and with everything that's happened, but at the same time I can't wait to see where she goes from here.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Absolutely,
I hope.
Exactly.
Indeed.
I
I
wish only the best for her.
exactly. I made a statement on like my Insta, but like, I have autism and like I don't have CVID like she does, but
Mm-mm.
she is such a massive inspiration, not just to content creators and VTubers, but to the disabled community. She is such an icon and a role
Yes.
model. Like
Absolutely.
she's absolutely my Oshi. And I wish nothing but not just to her, but to all the talent that was greatly affected by this
Exactly. Yeah.
by this whirlwind of
Yes.
events. And also as some of in my chat anyway, yes, this is the second time this year where my existence had, well, as a disabled person, was soured because in May of this year, Autism Awareness Month, the government of the United States declared war on autism, calling for a
Yep.
cure, calling
Yeah.
it a disease,
Yep.
waste of tax burden payers' money, and
Oh
now
god, they listened to Autism Speaks, didn't they?
yes, they did. Which, by the way, for
Yes.
those who
Yes.
are here, I recommend the Autistic Self Advocacy Network. That site
Mhm.
is run by
Yes.
actual autistic folk. Please do
Yes.
not use Autism
Yes.
Speaks. They do not
Yeah.
speak for me. So going
Yes.
back in,
No.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, my existence is how could this get any worse? And actually, I was at a doctor's appointment when Zach Busey broke the news that, oh yeah, did you know that Iron Mouse left Vsojo and that Vsojo has took 500K worth of charity money, and
Yeah.
As soon as we heard that Iron Mouse launched the Tiltify, Cryptid had already planned to do a 24-hour stream
Mhm.
Wow.
to advertise the link. We already routinely do 8 to 16 hour streams on our own, and during our subathon we did 36+ hour streams
Wow.
nonstop.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
We had
Dedication.
well,
Mhm.
insomnia and sleep anxiety can have its perks.
Mhm.
But we were going to do a 24-hour nonstop stream, and when we thought her brother gave us the link to this, and we were like, oh, well, that's absolutely perfect. We get to
Mhm.
make more friends, more connections, and also can sort of boost that link along with other people.
Mhm.
And as stated before, Iron Mouse and Crypto's life, while not being Crypto never had CVID that or an immune disorder that we know of, by the way.
That we know of. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her being so sick constantly, not able to leave the house, in the hospital constantly, poked on constantly, and it it was it hit home for Cryptid so much because people had told Cryptid repeatedly that it's amazing that she had not turned bitter between everything she went through
Mhm.
physically, health wise, and personally, and finding somebody else that had not let that happen to her is honestly what has kept Cryptid from the darker times giving up because people
Yes.
and the world are mean. The reason
Mhm.
Cryptid started this channel genuinely was to bring a open forum and space for people to talk about their health issues, their mental health issues, their personal issues, while still providing warmth and light to others. That is all Kristen wants to do is make people happy. And she sees
Exactly.
that in Iron Mouse as well. Iron Mouse wants to take care of other people at the sacrifice of her own health, might I add.
Yes.
And Cryptid
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
the same exact way.
Indeed.
She will push
Yes.
through the pain and the mental issues because her happiness is in making other people happy.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Iron Mouse is her one-to-one role model, honestly. Like she would never compare herself to Iron Mouse because that is the most drastic disease you can have, but it is so close that it just resonates perfect. So Iron Mouse, it, again, like as you all said, the best person, not only to those that are disabled, but honestly, a light in a world that has very little these days.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I said,
Yes.
hold on. I said something on the lines of if there were more villages like Iron Mouses, then the world would be a merrier place.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Cryptid wants to try and encapsulate that because if there's one, and even if there's two, that's better than none.
Yes.
And that is
Exactly.
why you can't let
Yeah.
the world extinguish your light. And I hope Iron Mouse does not let this extinguish her light because
Yes.
if there's not enough embers, a fire will never rekindle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I I talked about this not a whole lot, but like, Twitch saved my life in 2020. When I don't have many friends, I don't go out, I didn't know what autism was in 2020. So to be a part of not just this panel discussion, but to be part of many communities across Twitch, is just such a blessing to me. And to know that I'm not alone in this world is such an incredible thing. The amount of people that tell me that, oh, thank you so much for having your channel, your existence, and talking about your story of your autism journey. It's just I have a plaque in front of me that says love much, laugh often, and live well.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's what we should all be doing. Yes, the world is
Yes.
ugly, but know that you are not alone, friends. Please hang on. We'll get through this together.
Yes.
Mhm.
We'll get through this together.
Yes.
So
My modus operandi is it's chaos, be kind.
Yes.
Because it really is. It really is chaos out there.
Also, if
Um
anybody would like to stick around after, we're welcome to open the floor to more just chatting about topics like this. If anybody has to go on
mhm.
our stream, at least, if people are not busy, you're welcome to stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I my one last thing to add was just that coming from a place of immune deficiency myself and coming from a family full of people with immune deficiency, the Immune Deficiency Foundation means a lot to me to begin with, and the fact that Iron Mouse was such a strong advocate for it and did so much charity work for it was just so inspirational to me, and I I would love to do the same with my channel eventually when I get around to getting the know-how. This is my first charity event ever, and I'm learning so much from everyone involved, and I'm so happy that I chanced upon Alara's post about it because I wouldn't have known about it otherwise, I think. So yeah, I really hope that this causes a ripple. I hope this causes a wave of more kindness and more acceptance and just more knowledge, because there's so much ignorance out there right now.
It
So
Yeah.
is. As I
The
often say, knowledge is sexy. Use it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
universe has its ways of returning to homeostasis, whether
Yeah.
karmically. So let's just hope
yes.
something happens.
Would it be alright for me to give some input?
Yeah, please, by all means.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. Iron Mouse, if you ever hear this, I wish to thank you for saving my life and giving me the motivation to continue living, even when I was practically suicidal. The thing after my attempt when I was 12, it was around in 2018, I think. Either 2017 or 2018, because like my birthday's at a weird position. It really did drain any hope I had of people. Like me going to that Montessori kind of let me know that, okay, not everyone is a horrible human being, but yeah. Seeing Iron Mouse do the amazing things that she did, like the cycling thing that she helped collab with Connor to do, and the fact that she practically was people's way into the VTubing community. I think before she there were other streamers who actually were outside the VTubing sphere who, thanks to Iron Mouse, were able to get in here. And she's extremely friendly and kind, and of course her humor. I mean, the best example we have is Kai Cenat becoming a VTuber temporarily. We all remember that, right?
Yes, I remember that. I saw that. But no,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
fact that
Thanks,
Kai,
Keba.
the fact that the Kai Cenat himself braved into the VTuber world, not knowing anything but just the basics, is wild. And it goes to show that yes, VTubing has being a VTuber, VTubing has a place here in the world of
Yeah.
content creation. Yes, it may
And
not be for
Yeah.
everyone's thing, but it's important. One of
would
my
also
sorry for cutting you
no,
off.
no, no, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
It's
I know.
alright.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So one of my longtime community members who passed away earlier this year, Leilana, thank you so much for believing in me and inspiring me. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. But
Of course.
she when I became a VTuber, she was like, "Man, you're a VTuber now, man. I can't see you suffer on camera." But she asked me the most important question: Are you happy? And I said, "Yes, I was happy." And she said, "Okay, that's all I need to know. You could be playing a scary game, and a cute game, a funny game, whatever game you play. As long as you are happy, I will go with you all the way with being a VTuber." And yeah. So.
I was gonna say, like, honestly, Iron Mouse has brought VTubing into the mainstream. I honestly
Oh
think,
yeah.
Iron
indeed,
Mouse
she has.
by herself has been the reason that VTubing has been more accepted, because in 2018 it was clowned upon
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
completely.
Mm-hmm.
And by 2020, when COVID hit, all of a sudden it started getting more popular. And slowly and slowly, I've even one of our own servermen, Neuro, has said he did not like VTuber at first. Yet now he is one of our most constant chatters because he now sees why. And he said, VTubers like Iron Mouse are that reason.
Yeah.
And seeing Iron Mouse in Baby No Money's recent music video,
Oh, I
that
know.
is a huge,
Yeah.
huge step for VTubers in general.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I would also I would like to add that I wish that this isn't the first charity I'm part of, but it's the first one I've been on at such a large scale where I can collaborate with other people. It's unfortunate that it came under such absolutely atrocious circumstances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seriously, gun run, if you hear this, you belong in fucking prison. But
Yes.
We can only hope.
Yeah, we can only hope.
yeah,
We can
Buried
only
under
hope.
the prison, obviously.
yeah.
I've been a part
Yeah.
of so many charities. I've been a part of American Heart, St. Jude.
Apologies.
Oh, no, you're
I'm
fine.
not done yet.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah, it's alright. So, the fact that I've actually made a couple friends here, and I'm friends with you guys now, I think. I made a lot of friends in just 2 days of being here, which is amazing, and the fact that I'm able to actually help with something, even though it might be a small bit, but the fact I can help with even a tiny bit with this, I find it truly amazing because, like I said, I do owe Iron Mouse and the other ex-members of Shoujo, I owe them my life because they kind of did save my life back during that dark time where I was full of dark thoughts and everything. In fact, they kind of, them and also the YouTuber Wambu, I'm not sure you guys know him, he's a Chandelure, they kind of molded my sense of humor and the way that I try being funny. And it kind of, seeing them gave me hope that, yeah, there is good people out there. I mean, look, and the fact that Iron Mouse, despite, again, being immunocompromised, bedridden, having a dream of being an opera singer taken away from her, which recently she actually did do an opera song, which is amazing.
Yeah.
All these things were taken away from her, and yet she didn't become bitter. She's still kind, warm, and welcoming. And I haven't been in her chat much. The ironic thing about becoming a VTuber is you don't get to watch a lot of VTubers.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the few times that I have been in her chat, it feels like it feels comforting, even though there's a million people there. Oh, Kes says, I'm still mixed feelings about VTubers, but I'm starting to understand why people do it, but even so, it doesn't show who you actually are to me. It feels like a mask from reality, if this makes sense, but then again, I try to hide myself. With me, it's definitely due to who I am. Well, personally, well, yes, it is a mask, and yes, my character literally does wear a mask. I feel like I can be more myself behind my model than I can with my face. Funny thing is, even when I have a microphone, if I end up ranting too long, I can just unplug it from my PC so people don't get mad.
Yes.
And oh, don't mind Cash. She is my head mod, and she's actually been very, very helpful. But
That's good.
yeah, I'm also thankful that I was able to actually, I was able to chat with Alara for the first time, although I'm afraid I was too annoying, especially when I was clicking the mouse to set up the overlays and everything. But
You were fine. It's just a matter of
Yeah.
background noise. That's
Yeah.
all. It happens.
Yes.
Copy
Yes.
Scop.
yeah,
Yep.
Oh,
Skip.
like
We strive
Iron
on
Mouse,
stuff.
if you ever, yep, well scuffed. Iron Mouse, if you ever hear this, thank you for changing my life for the better, for essentially indirectly encouraging me to take the first step. And thanks to you, and Zentreya, and Kason, and all of my Yoshis, thank you, Nix. Now, I actually have friends. I didn't actually have close friends before. I no longer cut my own arm, which is definitely progress.
Definitely.
I bite the inside lining of my cheeks less. I've started cooking, and I've actually started to improve myself. So,
good.
That's good.
thank you for helping. Thank
Yay.
you for helping me take the first step in improving my life.
I think the best way to wrap this whole situation with this company up is I stated earlier that if all the embers go out the world, the fire can never be relit. The shoujo is going down in fire, but it is creating more and more embers.
Mm-hmm.
They're spreading out. The fire will be relit even brighter now
Mm-hmm.
because all these embers are getting to come together.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Like I've
Yeah,
been.
because
Go ahead.
because I was gonna say, I feel like because I haven't been taking part in it, obviously, from my break, but I've been keeping an eye just on the community in general, particularly over this past year, and I've seen there's a lot that's happened this past year, not just with you know this company alone, but the community as a whole. And I think a lot of people because it's beyond this community as well, it's the world in general too. There's a lot happening, and I feel like a lot of people feel like everything's super divided, and I think there was a time, particularly very recently, where people were like, the VTuber scene is like collapsing in upon itself or something like that. That's almost kind of what it felt like. But despite the fact that a company literally did just collapse in upon itself, I don't think I've ever seen the community more together and more
Yes.
supportive.
Exactly.
Yes, the
Just seeing
response has essentially just been all of us going, "What do you mean we're dying? No, we're not.
Yeah.
Look at us, we're alive."
Yeah, just to see how quickly Mouse's fundraiser was able, as more come in, just to see how quickly she got not only that money back for the charity, but double.
Yeah.
It's so good to see that there are still
or quadrupled at this point.
so
Oh,
many
yes,
people that
yes.
care.
Yes. The amount that was taken compared to the amount that has been given since she started that fundraiser is a drop in the bucket. It is paltry.
This is
The
Yeah,
pennies.
this is also going to
So,
bring to light the draconian nature of VTuber agencies as well.
oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before it was
So-
just
Yep.
Niji Sanji, and that was very nit. That was the biggest one. That was scandal, and that was more just known amongst the VTuber community. Whereas this is blowing up because Iron Mouse again is the one that has penetrated more into the normal everyday streamer community because of Kai Snap, because of Moist Critical, because of Baby No Money. So the fact that she is the face of this controversy, that she is the one that spearheaded all this, this is really, really hopefully going to also force some change among any talent agency that might try to form and take on VTubers now.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Because now everyone knows that we know, and we're not going to stand for it going forward.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
And
mistreatment of
Even
talent is.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
I think I'd like to compare something. So, Niji Sanji and V Shoujo, two black companies. If I was to compare them to Disney villains, Niji Sanji is Hades from Hercules, and V Shoujo is Ernesto de la Cruz from Coco. We can kind of see it, can't we?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I will say is that to like all the indie VTubers out there, because we all seen the stories, right? Like, oh, I wanted to join V Sojo, I wanted to join V Sojo, and then it's burning down before our very eyes as we speak.
Yes.
and it's just like, okay, where do I go? It's like, what do you mean where you're gonna go? You're doing amazing, everybody. You are doing
Exactly.
amazing. Hey, if you're gonna play Minecraft for the first time, that's an achievement. You're gonna play Resident Evil 2 for the first time, that's an achievement. What we do, no matter what you do in the space, whether it be your first art stream, your first collab stream, your first panel discussion, your first charity, your first raid train, your
Yes.
first whatever, that is a success. The company doesn't, you don't need a company or an agency. You are doing just fine, everybody. You are doing just fine. Yes, there's the
Yes.
stress, there's the mental health, there's so much to worry about and work on, but if you just take a deep breath and
do
just
it.
yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
It takes a
Streaming is
village.
work.
Yeah.
Streaming
I
is
like
work.
to. I have a saying for myself. It's just all. It, the saying is basically just like, all I ask is that you try. And I say
Yes.
that to myself all the time.
Exactly.
Because it
Yes.
doesn't matter
love that.
whether the result comes out the way you want or not, or things don't go as planned, or, you know, things like that. What matters is that you tried.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
every time you try something, it's a step forward
Mhm.
towards so much more.
And
Exactly.
be authentically you. That is why
Yes.
our mouse
Oh, that's
hits
nice.
so home to people.
Yeah.
And Krista has
Yes.
found far more success in her life being her most authentic self
Mhm.
with all of us. And things are hopefully turning around for her. That is
Yes.
the key. Do not try and be this VTuber. Do not try and
Yeah.
be this streamer. This goes for any streamer. This goes for any content
Yes.
creator. Don't try to be someone. You can have inspiration from someone. You can
Mhm.
admire someone, but be you. Find your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Find your
Mhm.
groove.
Exactly.
And
I-
don't
Yeah.
be afraid to be honest.
Yes.
Exactly. You are the author, the narrator, the weaver, the scryer. You are in control of your life. We can
Mhm.
we can tell you our opinion, but it's up to you to get to the starting line. I mean, we can
Yes.
get you to the starting line, but as soon as as soon as go hit go and you go beyond the starting line, it's up to you.
It's all you.
It's all
Yeah.
you. We can't
Mhm.
tell you what
Yeah.
to do beyond the starting line. We can guide you to the starting line, but it's up to you what you want to do beyond it.
And don't
Mhm.
let
Yeah.
your disabilities hinder you.
Yes.
Exactly.
There are, in this day and age, there are ways to find workarounds. There are
Yes.
ways. It might not be perfect. It might
Mhm.
not be perfect, but you will
Yes.
adapt and you will carry on and you will succeed if you just try.
Yeah.
You've got this.
Mhm.
Anybody
Yes.
that may be in pain, that may have disability, that may feel discouraged, you have this and you're not alone.
Mhm.
Mhm.
A good mindset to keep. As I said earlier, it's chaos. Be kind. That also
Yeah.
applies to yourself.
Yes.
Yep.
You have
Yep.
to
Yeah.
be kind to yourself. You
Yeah.
cannot rely on other people to do it for you.
Mhm.
It's always good to accept kindness from other people, but you have to be the one that starts it.
Mhm.
And other people's experiences, other people's opinions, they're tools.
Mhm.
They're there for you to learn, they're there for you to implement it in your own experiences. They're you can take someone else's advice and apply it to your own situation, figure out ways that it applies and doesn't,
Mhm.
and like just it's so important to remember that you are going to be the one that controls your journey. So if you don't take the step, then it's not going to happen. You're not going to go anywhere. The path is what you make it. If there isn't one that you can see, you have to make one. It's like hiking in the woods. If you can't find the path, you have to make one.
Mhm.
And other people can give you a compass through their experiences and their opinions and things that they have learned how to do for themselves. They can teach to you, and that's your compass. But you still have to be the one that finds your path.
Yeah.
So be kind to yourself, give yourself time, be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you feel like you're not making progress, because no matter what happens, you're making progress. And if you start to feel like you've waited too long or you're taking too long or it's too late to start, just remember the time will pass anyway.
Mhm.
So even if you're not making use of it, it's still going to pass.
Yes.
So you might as well
Yeah.
take that first step today,
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
a week from now, it'll be a week from now.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. I like to think of it, time is a precious and limited resource that you are
Mhm.
born with. Every
Exactly.
second that passes, you will not receive back.
Mhm.
So it
Mhm.
is up to you to choose how you spend it, because it is precious. And it's important to remember um, that because
Yes.
there are going to be people who are going to want to waste your time. There are going to be people who are going to, come in and you're gonna and things are gonna happen and you ask why did I spend so much time on this? So I think a lot of people, particularly in our positions, it's like there are people who want to help out, and then there are also people who want to take advantage.
Yes.
And it's important to distinguish those people, because the ones who want to help you, they will save you time. The ones who want to take advantage, they're going to waste it. Your time is precious, and it is yours, and it will pass anyway. So
Yes.
choose what to do with it.
Also, some of the most successful people did not start until the early to mid 30s.
Exactly.
That includes Oprah, Walt Disney, far many others, and that's after they were fired from multiple jobs.
Yes.
Yep.
Also, Steve Jobs, who was kicked out of his own company and had to get food from an Indian temple and nowhere else.
Yeah, that's true. That did happen.
There is so many examples. So
Yes.
There's
One of my favorite things to tell people is that you have to remember that you are a soft animal. You should treat yourself like one. If you wouldn't do it to a cute little bunny rabbit, don't do it to yourself.
Exactly. There's a video game quote that we talk about like paths and stuff, but in the game, I'm not gonna say which one, but the quote says, "You walk alone in the dark long enough, it starts to feel like the light will never come. You stop
Exactly.
wanting to even take the next step, but there's not a person in this world who knows what's waiting down the road. All we can do is choose, stand still and cry, or make the choice to take the next step. You pick whichever one feels right to you. I can get you as far as the starting line."
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I want to reiterate again just how wonderful it has been to meet all of you, and just so I'm very, very thankful that I got to do this roundtable with you. It's given me a lot to think about, I think. Um, so thank you all for your time, and I think maybe just for your hearts, just everything that you've shared today has really touched me really deeply, and I think I feel emotionally nourished right now, if that makes sense. Satiated in a really, really good and really happy way. So
Yes.
I'll close off again just by saying there are a lot of people in the world who are going to discourage you.
Yes.
But I like to think that to the world, you may just be one person. But I think the goal is to be the world for one person. And if we can just do our best to try at least just for ourselves, to bring as much light into the world as possible, it really matters. So for me, I think Iron Mouse has been that inspiration.
Yes. Yes.
And now I have all of you as new inspirations. So thank you for
Aw,
inspiring
thank
me.
you so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
No, I
Same
mean it.
here.
I mean it. Yeah.
I was going to say Crypto's motto since middle school is you alone may not be able to change the world, but one small task can make somebody smile. A door held open, a compliment on an outfit, a joke made that made them smile. And if they smile, that might be the one motivation, if you acknowledge them, for them to keep going that day. That might be the one thing that cheered them up that day. You may not be able to change the world. You can change somebody's world.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
That actually just happened the other day. Me and my family went out to Chili's, and there was a lady walking out the door with a walker, and my sister held the door open for her. And that woman got such a huge smile on her face from such a tiny gesture. And I'm like, it's so good to see things like that.
So remember that. Remember,
Yeah.
don't get discouraged. You could change the world. but you can change somebody's world. It's
Mhm.
fine.
Yes.
It's true.
Happiness,
true.
happiness is just a teardrop away.
Yes.
I
Well, thank you.
I
Go ahead.
do. Okay. I do recall something a friend told me once. This was during the controversy with Sylvia and Vebe, where, after they left, and now we kind of know it was engineered by a certain gun runner. When I cared a lot about it, and I put an eventing channel. Some people even told me, like, dude, you're not even related to this situation. Why do you care? Or, like, dude, you shouldn't be caring this much. You don't even know them. One of my friends told me this because because I couldn't help but feel bad for them and feel like, what, people shouldn't do this. They shouldn't say that they deserve to die or they deserve to be doxxed or get a hate, or that they committed a hate crime by using a rainbow skin or just by being friends with someone who's slightly controversial. My friend said this: if there were 100 people, you may not be able to do something by yourself, but if there were 100 people like you, the world would be better. Being kind begets kindness. If you're kind to someone, they might become kinder in return. So I know we're all hurting. We feel betrayed from all this, but let us not lose our hearts. Let us continue to be kind. Let us continue to try and inspire hope in people. And I'll quote one of the founding fathers of America, John Adams, about a situation like this. To believe all men honest is folly. To believe none is something worse. Don't let this make you stop believing in people. Because once you do, your heart will break. And mine broke a while ago.
I also just
Only recently has it been fixed. Yeah, I'm done.
I was going to say I also just dropped a Spotify link in the chat that just started playing as we were wrapping this up, and it is the most perfect song to come on. So thank you all for
Thank you.
discussing this.
Yes. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Thank you for
Thank you.
having us. I
Thank you
appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, of course, of course. All right. Well, we'll wrap up here. Thank you again, everybody. I think we'll find somebody cool to raid out to. Maybe somebody else has some other charity stuff going on that we can raid into. So, thank you again.
Oh, perhaps we can raid Alara. I mean,
Yeah,
we're part of the
Yeah.
Oh
same thing
yeah,
and
that'd
all.
be perfect.
All
I'm
right.
in. I'm in.
Get back
Important
into the
note:
party.
how doth one raid?
/raid their username.
Yep.
Yes.
But /raid space their username. Darling.
Okay.
Also, I am staying live. If anybody would like to stay and talk, we can stay and just chatting. If anybody would like to stay and hang out, if you don't have anywhere else to go.
Thank you.
I don't have anything planned.
Thank you.
I might take a short break so that I can get food and, take care of
grab water.
personal needs. But yeah, I can come back.
All right.
I mean,
Thank
it's
you,
4:30
everybody.
in the morning and I'm still not tired. I think I have time.
All right.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
for
I
me
should have
anyway.
mentioned I'm nocturnal.
Buddy.
Oh, Puppy, do you mind if I still keep the disability up, or do you want me to keep that
No,
off?
no, no. Please, by all means, whatever you need to do. Whatever
Alright,
you need to
thank
do.
you,
All right.
thank you.
Lots of love, everyone. All right. Until next time.
Alright,
Matane.
see you,
Bye.
everybody.
Ciao.
Well, as I
All
said,
I
right.
think I'll stay here.
if anybody would like to stay and continue on talking about this, we can. We can also, of course, branch into other subjects, but I think we're all neurodivergent enough to that we will be going on tangents anyway. So, but I am more than willing to sort of continue on this topic if you wish. So,
Yep.
I will be right back. I'm just going to grab some water.
Mhm.
Plus,
I'm
Understand.
probably gonna stop here because I am very swiftly reaching the point where I'm getting drained.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
the-
I'm
yeah.
getting
No,
overstimmed. I'm
No,
overstimming
yeah.
in the end,
Yeah,
so I gotta call
I
it.
Completely
learned.
understandable.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
If any of
absolutely.
you would like to come
Totally
back later
understandable.
at all, you're always welcome. You're welcome to join our Discord as well. There are a lot of neurodivergent individuals as well as many with all disabilities as well. You two are welcome to be in there because we do have self promo channels and things as well. And it is not my Discord as we call it. It's not our Discord. It is the community's Discord. So you two are
Mhm.
welcome to come in there. Um, and promote your things and hop in VCs at any time, whatever you need or want to do, dog.
Mhm.
So,
Thank you, I
but
appreciate
it was
it.
a pleasure
Yep.
meeting
Yeah.
both of you, and I did
Yes,
both get
yes. It
followed.
was very
So
nice to meet all of you.
yes,
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Indeed.
so take care of yourself.
All right.
Alright.
All right.
I saw Theory, and I was trying to wrap things up. God, you impatient
Mhm.
bastard. We've
Okay.
known Therian for what almost 6 years at this point. So,
Who's at the wheel currently?
Melody still, but we're probably going to be about
Ah,
today is not a today's not a great day
Yes.
today. So
understandable.
we're probably be
All right.
balancing quite a bit.
Well, I have to go. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop out of the call because I need to go make myself some lunch
Mhm.
and
Same.
Yeah.
go to the bathroom. So
Yeah,
I
I
will.
have to go
But
run do that
thank
in
you
a
to everybody,
Yes.
though. I'm so glad I got to meet all of you and listen to your stories
Yes.
and
Yeah, it
keep
was
on
so
being
nice
awesome.
meeting all of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh,
Same.
but we can either move to open VC or we'll be in my VC. By the way, if you pop back in later, Puka.
All right.
Okay.
I'll look for you.
Cool.
All right.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Bye.
everyone.
Have a good day.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Mhm.
I think I'll go start that raid to Alara.
Boop. All right. So there we go. That is for today. I am getting hungry. My stomach is getting really hungry. So let's go see who's on. Let's go raid. Man, a lot of people are on right now in the charity. Let's go raid. Let's keep the theme of scares going on here, and let's see. Are they doing a special event? Who is streaming? Let's see. I know Alara's on. You know what? Let's go raid. Castlepedia, they were playing Outlast Trials, but they were also raising money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. So yeah, let's go say say hello to them. Yes, I will be back on Monday. Next week will be a little, well, the start of, things are happening next week. As we're getting into August, um, uh, the back to school sales and everything. So this month of August is going to be a little hectic. I don't know how and yes, for those who've been here for a very long time, yes, if August is starting, then that means yeah, the hours are gonna kind of bounce around like a little crazy. Thank you so much though to Puppy Sensei and everybody for taking part of that panel. The disability podcast episode will go live tomorrow. I was finally able to finish it, so we're gonna so it's gonna go live tomorrow, and then yeah, you all have a fantastic weekend. Love your faces, and see you all on Monday for either the finale of Crow Country or Resident Evil Code Veronica. Or more Code Veronica. I really don't know yet. So, y'all have a good one, everybody. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.